BKScustoms.com.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
You, what's good, beautiful people? You officially on the Storm Warning Show.
Hola, hola, hola.
Yes, WBKS1.com. Shout out to everybody on the second. Now listen. Let's get this started right. Let me introduce you, my wonderful, my talented, my beautiful partner in crime. All right, 1/3 of the R&B group Allure. We call her what? Hurricane Kiss.
Hey, dong. What's going on, y'all? And I'm gonna introduce, like Will Smith does. We start with the man in the middle, DJ Storm on the General. Mango, how are you?
What's good? What's good? What's good? Shout out to everybody watching us live right now on BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching us live on Twitter and Periscope. That's at Storm of BKS1 on Twitter and Periscope. You can watch us live.
Yes.
Then we retweet that to at BKS1 Radio ENT. Shout out to everybody watching us live right now on WBKS1.com. That's the mother website, WBKS1.com. So shout out to everybody watching us live there. Shout out to everybody listening to us live on the TuneIn app.
Yes.
Listen.
If you don't have it,
please do what?
Download it. It's free.
It's free?
We know you like free stuff. I know I do.
Yes, so please download the TuneIn app because you can listen to all your favorite radio stations from around the world. And guess who's on there? BKS1 Radio, the Storm Warner Show right now. You can listen to us live on the TuneIn app. All right, and shout out to everybody, man, on FB. Peace and blessings. We see y'all trickling in. Shout out to Soups on the check-in. Trish, Mal Davis, a.k.a. Shirts and Stuff on the check-in. What's good, man? One of our product sponsors. Salute to them and everything. Make sure you go check them out. Shout out to fam there, Will Bethea on the check-in. Shout out to
Dee Johnson.
Dee Johnson on the check-in. Yes. Dee is up. Clap it up for Dee. No doubt.
And of course the troublemaker Kaz Minor.
Kaz on the check-in. AB Butler on the check-in. AB, what's good, fam?
And Victor Johnson. Hey, bro.
Yes. Shout out to Linda Weaver on the check-in. Shout out to Robert Graham on the check-in. Robert Graham, what's good? Shout out to Roosevelt Nelson on the check-in. Yes. As we see y'all, we're going to show y'all some love. Welcome to Storm Warner Show. Lot going on. You know how we do. We give the church announcements first. That's what we call them and everything. So y'all know what's going down. Listen, man. March 22nd is going to be an awesome day for BKS1 Radio because we got two things going on. Starting from the morning and then to the evening, to the early afternoon, rather. All right, so we got the official Mars versus Venus brunch going down at Four Brothers Restaurant. They got a brand new parlor area where you can do events and everything like that. So you got to come. The tickets are $35, but you get brunch and mimosas.
Nice.
And you get that soul food brunch from Four Brothers Restaurant. And it's going to be a live broadcast. And guess what? It's going to kind of be a battle of the sexes. You're really going to get to know how women think and how men think.
Yep.
So the men, and listen, you're all included. So when you come there and you get your ticket, you're part of the live broadcast. You can ask questions and pose your topics as well. The men get to ask the women a certain amount of questions. And the ladies get to ask the men. It's going to be an awesome event. You don't want to miss this. Again, this is March 22nd. It starts at 11 a.m. It's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. All right? So don't miss your chance to be a part of the live studio audience. When the ladies are out, go head-to-head with the Man Cave Morning Show team.
Oh, my God.
Enjoy
shenanigans
your
times
brunch buffet, mimosas, while discussing topics ranging from relationships, sex, to money and business, man. Listen, it's going to go down. Four Brothers Restaurant located at 41 Mountain Boulevard, Suite E1, Warren, New Jersey. It's going down. You can get your tickets right on Eventbrite. So go to Eventbrite and search BKS1 Radio Presents. It will pop up and everything, and get your tickets. Tickets, again, are $35. You get the brunch. You get the mimosas, all of that. Live broadcast. It's going to be live DJ there as well. And you get to participate and be a part of the discussion. This is going to be an awesome event. So that kicks off March 22nd, 11 a.m. That kicks off. And then that same day, it's going down. BKS ENT and the Zulu Bar presents Pamela Long, formerly of the R&B group Total. All right, the official birthday bash is
and
going down.
Showcase.
And talent showcase. So if you know somebody that can sing, rap, or whatever, They can enter the talent showcase. They got to email us and they can register and everything. But email us at bks1radio@live.com and they can register, pay the registration fee and everything and be a part of it. There's a cash prize, $300 cash prize, and some other prizes as well. It's going down. For those that want to come and just participate in Pamela Long's birthday bash and just watch the amazing talent, the admission is only $15.
Yes.
Only $15. Great drinks, great food at the Zulu Bar. You're going to have a great time. I will be rocking the soundtrack for the evening, taking you on a journey. So I'll be rocking the set. So come on out. March 22nd, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. At the Zulu Bar at 437 Main Street, West Orange, New Jersey. All right? And tomorrow, come on out. You know how it goes down. All right? TGI Fridays, we're going to rock the house. On Friday Night Live is going down. The happy hour mix from 9:30 p.m. actually to 1 a.m. It's going down. Music powered by WBKS1. DJ Smooth P will be on the set. Yours truly, DJ Storm Norton, the General, will be rocking the set. And one of our other DJs will be rocking along with us. We're going to do our thing tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow. So come on out. You get half-price appetizers and drink specials. It's the TGI Fridays located at 1315 Centennial Avenue, Piscataway, New Jersey. So that's going down. Let's clap it up for all of that. All of that is going on.
So Bethia said to post the email address.
Yes. Yeah, shout out to Dee Dee Johnson on the check-in. Will said, damn, I got to work. Sue said, working on my list of questions. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Shout out to Shonda Trent on the check-in. Linda Weaver, no doubt. Robert Graham said, Gucci. All right, so let's get this thing started, man. Will's coming through Friday night. I'm just reading some comments. I got to catch the TGI Friday. Yes, you do, Dee Dee. Coming out and rock out with us. Now, let's talk about this. First, I want to pose this. I want to jump right into this. And we got so many different things to talk about. Shout out to Farrah Roche on the check-in on the IG.
Hey, Farrah, what's up, boo?
Love you too, Farrah. I want to go right into this. And again, not so much to even tackle the whole Kobe Gayle King thing, but I want to tackle the whole B word thing, right? Because Snoop got on the Red Table Talks with Jada, and she says he felt some type of way and felt like when Snoop called Gayle the B word, that he called her a B, called the daughter a B, and called the mama a B, and was going through this whole thing. I'm going to play it for y'all, and I want y'all to keep it 100. How y'all really feel about the B word? Now listen, Snoop apologized one time, and I thought that was enough. Because again, there was emotions going on. He lost somebody he considered a friend, and everything, and then he felt his friend was being attacked in death, and that's why he said what he said. Now, whether we want to say it's wrong or not, whatever, or that's wrong, for you to say that to women or whatever the case. But we're gonna have some real honest dialogue tonight on the Storm Warning Show. We're gonna keep it 100. I really want to know how you feel, whatever. But first, let's play.
I saw a snippet of the conversation.
Let's play the clip. How Jada came at Snoop in regards to this thing. Okay. Here's the clip.
Tough questions. She had Snoop Dogg on her Facebook watch series Red Table Talk. And in a sneak peek clip from Wednesday's episode, she confronted the rapper about his comments about Gayle King regarding the late Kobe Bryant.
When you first came out and you said what you said, in regards to Gayle,
Yes.
my heart dropped. I felt like not only were you talking to Gayle, but you were talking to me. I was like, oh no, Snoop has now taken his power flow away from me, away from Willow, away from my mother, right? I was like, oh, if this is what's happening, I was like, not Snoop. Right? And so that's one of the reasons why I felt like I really wanted to have the conversation with you in the spirit of healing.
Prior to his appearance on Jada's show, the 48 Tough Questions. She had Snoop Dogg on her Facebook watch series Red Table Talk.
Let's go right into this, man. He already apologized, right? He said what he said. The first half of when he addressed Gayle King in the very first video, I agree with. But then when he said, and I said this before, when he said, well, wait, should I say it? Can I say it? Mm-hmm. Can I say it? And then he went in and called her a funky dog head B. And then whatever the case may be. All right, listen. I'm going to say this right now. So if you felt that way, that when Snoop said that to Gayle, and I'm going to be honest about this. If you felt that way, that he said that to your daughter, he said that to you, Jada, he said that to your mama, whatever, when he called her a B, then we're going to need to address this, because the thousands and thousands of women I hear daily, on a daily basis, call each other the B word, and attack women publicly by calling them the B word. You dumb B, you stupid B, you ain't nothing but a B, this and that. It's like women themselves are giving that word so much power and so much energy that I think what's the old expression? Lead by example.
Right.
So
not to mention that women, as of lately, and I have to admit, I was guilty of it a couple of times because it got pushed too many times. You poke at me too many times, the nice Virgo turns into a savage. And I've called a man a bitch before because you acting like one.
Okay, so
I think with Jada, with what she was trying to say was that she's trying to stick to creating this narrative, right, of not just the B word, of certain words not being used as a part of a conversation, like how people are very uncomfortable with certain people using the word nigga, right? We say it all the time. Like, do we have to always hear it in every conversation? Oh, what up, my nigga? Oh, what's up, yo? You and the... People get tired of hearing it, and then we also have some people who keep saying, well, it's a part of our dialogue, our normal everyday conversation.
But here's my thing.
You know what I'm saying? So I think with her, what she was saying was, can we go back to creating this narrative of not using the word because it's a disrespect to women as a whole? But again, like you said, that's when I have to pull back and say, okay, like, yeah, like Soup's just finishing, like, yeah, going ham on the B word, but women use it towards each other
too much,
and even like I said, now I even see men using it towards men and whatever. Like, so what are we really talking about?
So my thing is, listen. I hate to say it, and y'all gonna be mad. It's just like we gave a pass. We gave a pass to other races and other minorities using the N word because we use it freely with each other every day. We use it in hip hop songs and whatever like that. And it's the same thing with women. So if men listen, let's even break it down to your sons and daughters, right, and boys and girls. So if your sons and daughters are hearing a female call some other women the B word all the time, you throwing that word around like it's butter, like it's nothing, right? So eventually they gonna think it's okay. And at the same time too, there's a lot of men following that example, like she just called the sister over there B. So it's like now men start throwing around, oh, you stupid B, you this B, or whatever like that. So in his anger, all right, and this man did apologize, all right, just like Dee Dee said, let him live. You got to let him live. He apologized. He said he was wrong. His mama kind of checked him on it, whatever. But at the same time, for Jada to be like, I feel like you said that to me, and I feel like you said that to my daughter. You know he didn't say it to you, Jada.
I feel like that was a bit dramatic.
You know he didn't say that to Willow, and you know he didn't say it to your mama, or whatever the case may be. And then you probably used that, Jada. I know you used that word. I know you used that word before, whatever. And that's what I'm saying. We gotta stop being hypocrites, man. Stop being hypocrites or whatever. And let's be honest. All right? Women as a whole need to apologize for calling other women that word. Start there. Because a lot of people are leading, a lot of people, follow by the examples they see set forth.
Right.
Am I right?
I agree.
Let's read some comments.
Okay, so Soup said, I don't agree with the B word. She also said a couple other things. Hold on one second. Let me just go up. Forgive me, y'all. My computer's a little slow today.
Shout out to Linda Weaver on the check-in. We see you. We're going to read your comment. We got comments right here if you can't see.
Yeah. Okay, so earlier, Soup said I had an issue with how Snoop went in, but also there were other men that used the same aggressive response to this issue and took the opportunity to go ham on the B word. Dee Dee Johnson said you could see that Snoop is still hurt. Leave him alone right now. I'm so done with it right now.
Yeah.
Let Snoop live. Then we have...
He got to go on every show and apologize?
Yeah, like, come on now. At the end of the day, we all know that he okay, I'm so sick of this computer. We know that he came from a place. Hold on. So Linda Weaver said, I've never understood why women would call each other other bitches as if it was a good thing. When Tina called herself the baddest bitch, women jumped on the bandwagon. How is it insulting when other people say it to them, but it's cool amongst their friends? What example are they... Oh, I just lost it. What example are
they setting?
For the younger girls? It's sad. She also said if the word represents the same thing no matter who uses it, the definition doesn't change, whether they're smiling or being mean to each other.
Facts.
It's in the same. And it's funny
Can
because
we clap that up?
Yeah,
I'm going to clap that up.
Right before we even came on the show.
And make sure whatever platform you're listening to the show, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, hit the share button.
Yes.
Hit the share button. Share this out because we're going to have some dialogue today. We're going to talk on the on the Stone Warning show and get our thoughts out. Go ahead.
It's right before we started the show. Remember, we were just like looking through content or whatever, and I stumbled upon the divorce court thing with Joyce Toller. Remember, it was a couple that were discussing. They were in court because she was upset. She was crying. She was suing him for, I guess, verbal abuse, whatever the case is, and because her thing was because he called her a bitch. Right? And she was upset because of the fact that he was using this language with her. His thing was, I see her hanging with her girls all day, every day, and that's all they say back and forth. Bitch, this and bitch, that and bitch. So when Judge Sola said, but the difference is you're her man, you're her friend, you're supposed to be the person that protects her, and when you call her that, it hurts her. So there's a big difference when you having a conversation, and I agree with what Soups is saying. Like, you know, certain words we shouldn't agree on to use in conversation. But if we shall, and we're talking from friend to friend or whatever, like I would never sit here and be like bitch to Norm. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say if you was acting kind of spicy, if you was coming at me sideways and I felt like you was acting like a little child, I might call you childish. I'm just saying it depends on the narrative of the conversation. But in that particular situation, you have to look at it a certain way. That's even it would be the same way if it was flipped. How you could walk around with your boys all day and say certain things, but when your woman calls you out of your name, you get what I'm saying? It's almost like, But then it's like, so what do we do? Do we just forget the fact that people argue? Do we forget the fact that people say things and they poke and poke and poke, and then when you can't take no more, you explode and say something back? Whether it's out of anger or just to defend yourself or whatever the case is, it depends on the situation. And in Snoop's situation, like we all said, he lost somebody who was a dear friend to him. And in the same token, he felt like he was being disrespected in death, like Norm said, and he was defending him as well as his wife and his children who were grieving. You get what I'm saying? And again, he apologized one time. So now, like you said, like, so now every pit stop, every show he does, he's gonna have to apologize. So it's almost like saying, yeah, I'm sorry for the word, but I'm also sorry for getting emotional. No, he has all right to get emotional. He had all right to be upset and to say that he was upset about those questions that she asked.
Here's one thing. Jada invited Gayle King on the show as well.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, and she didn't respond.
And people been saying, oh, she still hasn't apologized.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't respond. But see, that's my whole thing, man.
As far as they're concerned.
We such big hypocrites.
Yeah.
You know, like, cut it out. Like, Jada kind of, and I rock with Jada, too. And I was like, come on, really? You felt like he called you, your daughter, your mom? No, come on, no. He called her that out of emotion, whatever. The man apologized.
Right. It had nothing to do with anybody else but her.
If you feel that way when Snoop did it, then you need to feel that way when your own sisters, when other women are calling each other out their name every day.
Right.
Every day, and disrespecting each other every day or whatever. Again, you know, lead by example, man. Set the example. Set the example, all right? If you don't want men to use that, if you don't want your children to use that, then you need to stop using that.
Right.
All right? Period. This is real talk. Real talk. Cut it out. So everybody all upset. Oh, my God. How could a man call a woman a B? Really?
Yeah, it's like, let's stop. because women can be harsh too. Women have said some real
I heard worse. I heard worse.
Outlandish shit to men
women
too.
To
yeah,
women.
like stop.
From women to women.
Stop. It's I feel like it's all about the respect. It's all about the level of respect that you have for a person. Now, if you just have a toxic situation going on, you have a toxic relationship, and you have no respect from the giddy up, then that's what it is. If you've already built a foundation of a lack of respect, in whoever you're dealing with, that's what you built. That's on you. But you can't just take everything that everybody says out their face, especially when it's celebrity or whatever. They say one thing to one person that don't have nothing to do with you. Right. So now you're taking offense to everything that somebody said when they weren't speaking to you. To me, that's a little bit dramatic.
Right.
A little bit dramatic. Whether we like the word or not, sometimes some of y'all act like that. Let's just keep it on there, whether it's male or female,
Let's
whatever.
read some comments.
Dee Johnson said, "You are so right, but Snoop did it right." Cass said, Women accepts an apology for dinner while at the same time serves up revenge for breakfast. Linda Weaver said, if the word represents the same thing, no matter who uses it, the definition doesn't change. Whether they're smiling or being mean to each other, it's the same. And that was it for that.
I'm rocking with y'all.
Taylor said, I would never call any female member of my family a bitch. That's not cool. And that's fine. Like we said, shout out to Jade Chose and International G. What's up, y'all?
What's good?
Again, it's how you live your life. You get what I'm saying? I don't wake up every day itching and waiting to disrespect somebody. Like I always say, I treat people accordingly. I treat you like I would want to be treated. Now, if you're going to come at me foul, you're going to come at me disrespectful and come at me ratchet, for whatever reason you got, when I'm giving you nothing but respect, expect some shit back.
Right.
I'm just taking people's kindness for weakness and thinking that you can just walk up like I'm not a doormat. So if I'm giving you nothing but love, I'm gonna respect the same. I'm gonna expect the same reciprocation back. It is what it is. I don't know what language might come out of my mouth, and y'all know I'm a sailor, but I just wouldn't disrespect somebody just because. And you would have to like seriously come at me in a way where it's like, okay, what? And I've had that. I recently just went through that the other day, and I'm like, I'm just not with it no more. I'm not with the shits. You can either gonna speak to me respectfully and treat me with respect how I do you, and not belittle me and whatever. Because if you do, I'm sorry. You're gonna get a wrath. It's gonna come. Just don't do it. But then don't get surprised when I say something back. Like, you've been disrespecting me from 9 a.m. to 5, and because I said your mama at 5:30, you mad? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no doubt.
What are we talking about?
Phone lines are open.
Stop.
You can call us at 646-233-1302. Again, that's
646-233-1302.
You know where you at. You're on the official Storm Warner Show, BKS1 Radio.
Yes.
We're talking about the B word. The mad at Snoop is, for the ladies that's mad at Snoop, you need to get mad at other ladies because they use it just as much.
If not more.
And sometimes worse.
Every other third word.
No doubt. So, okay, we're going to talk
stop.
about several different things today. I'm going to jump real quick.
Leave Snoop alone.
If your child, I ain't going to say child, so your grown child, 19 years old, came to you and said, I want to get into the sex industry.
Right.
I want to be an adult film star, or I want to be into the adult sex life. What would you do? Oh, we got a call. Caller from the 732 station in where you calling from. You on the Storm Warning Show.
Hey, Dee Dee Johnson.
Dee Dee Johnson, welcome
up,
to
mama?
the show.
Yeah.
Hi, Dee. Hi, Dee Dee.
Hey, Dee Dee. No, you
I'm
good.
good.
You good?
Yes, we can.
Oh my God, I'm loving this topic. You know, my blood pressure. I might have to take me a blood pressure.
What's going on?
Okay, Norman. Hi. I'm sorry. What's your name, sweet? I'm
Kiss. It's Kiss.
I love everything. What?
What's that?
Her name's Kiss.
Y'all breaking up?
No,
no, we hear you.
We hear you.
Whatever it is. But everything you said is true. Because if my husband came and called me a bitch, I'd be mad. But I think Snoop was right. No, you already know how I felt about it.
Go ahead. Speak your mind.
I ain't speaking my mind right now. Snoop said what he said. He apologized. Don't come for him.
Right.
And like, my husband came on and called me bitch. It's a whole situation. It's a different situation. In your household, it's a whole other situation. But he came out because that was his friend. His friend that passed away. Who else will speak for him?
So let me ask you. So let me ask you this, Didi. As a woman, when Snoop called Gayle the B word, did you feel like he called you that too?
No, not at all.
There you go. There you go.
Not at all.
Because you knew his anger was directed towards Gayle.
Specifically, right.
Your nonsense you said. The bullshit you said. They need to be that was bullshit you started.
I love it.
You hear me? You hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Are you listening? Are you listening? That was bullshit. You see, you know that was bullshit. You shouldn't have came up nowhere, no nothing, nowhere. How? If you wanted to ask me that shit, you should ask me. You can adjourn how long? Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Come on.
Talk about it.
You know R. Kelly up there. Why you have him up there before R. Kelly?
Wow. Wow.
Am I talking the truth? Am I talking the truth?
Nah, you talking the truth. Facts. That's facts.
And I'm mad. I got to jump through the phone. I got to call. Before I go to bed, I got to work in the morning. But let me tell you something. She was dead wrong. Dead wrong with two left feet.
I can't.
2 left shoes, 2 left right hands. Dead wrong.
Well, Didi, you know we love you. We got to take.
Let me tell you something.
I
ain't feel. I felt love when he did that. Cause you know what? I told you that it was not my family. Come on. But let's couldn't speak like she wanted to speak. She was in mourning. She's still in mourning.
Absolutely.
You got other people speaking for her at that moment. And I'm done with it. And I love y'all.
Love you too, Didi.
Lady.
Yes, K1. Keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate you. See you soon. Listen, phone lines are open. Callers, we saw you try to call in.
Yeah.
While Didi was talking, just call back. 646-233-1302. You know you at the Storm Warning Show. We talking about that B word, man.
Yes.
Listen.
What's up, bro? Yeah, we're talking about the B word and how acceptable it should be or should not be.
Yeah. I'm saying, should we hold, let's be honest, should we hold women accountable?
Absolutely.
For slinging that word around as well.
Yep.
You can't talk about the men this and Snoop was this for that, whatever, and we see it with women all the time. It's no double standard. It's no double standard. And that's what I wanted to hear. I was hoping to hear from Jada that she would hold women accountable too.
Right.
Caller from the 908. State your name when you calling from. You in Storm Warning Show.
What's up? It's Soups. How y'all doing?
Hi,
Soups. What's good?
Hi, Mama.
Hey.
What's your thoughts?
I definitely felt a way about the way Snoop went in on Gayle. And I understand Jada, maybe not to the degree that she put it, but my impression when Snoop went in and there were other men, some not so famous, some famous, that also took to the platform to come at her in that same aggressive manner. And it almost felt like that was their opportunity to get it in for every woman that ever pissed them off.
Okay, could I say this, Soups? You saw the other article that came out today. There's a few articles that came out. The majority of the hate that came forth when Snoop made his comments to Gayle was women agreeing with Snoop.
Yeah, I did see that a lot of women agree with Snoop. I hear it. I even hear Kiss. She agreed with Snoop. I don't disagree with the fact that he was upset about what Gayle did. Gayle was wrong all day.
Right.
But the way that he went in, I read something totally different in how he, I guess in his grief, how he came at her.
Right. Well, we did say that he took it too far once he said that. He was like, we were cool with what he was saying. That we were all cool with what he was saying in the very beginning. But the minute he was like, can I call him one? And then he said what he said, we were like, oh. That's when I was taken aback. I was taken back a little bit like, oh, okay, a little bit too far. Like, I still get it, but I get where he went a little bit too far. And that's why everybody was all like up in arms about it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And there were so many women was like, Gayle ain't nothing but a B this. Gayle ain't nothing but a B that. Gayle ain't nothing but a... This is
and
women.
they're wrong too.
Right, but see that's what I'm
don't
saying,
make it right.
and this is why I hate, and you know this about how we do things here, Soups. I hate unfair journalism. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Don't you be fair across the board, and I just don't like how Jada threw that guilt on. She threw further guilt on Snoop by saying, "You called my daughter a B.
Yeah.
You called me a B. I felt like you called my mother a B." And you knew that his anger wasn't directed towards nobody else but Gail. And then you got thousands and thousands.
I don't know that. That's exactly what I'm saying here. I don't know that.
It was directed
because
at Gail.
The way
how
that
you don't
it
know
came
that?
across to me is that it was, yes, he was angry at Gail, but the way I received it when he went into his rant, that was not just at that particular woman. I felt like it was more than that.
Nah.
And that is what I'm saying with the other men that I saw take to the platform like that. I put that response up there with I don't want to say the way Trump goes in on some things, but I mean to a degree, yes, I do.
Nah, well, we definitely gonna have to disagree on that because I hear women every day, and when I'm looking at blogs every day, and I'm looking at Instagram posts every day, calling other women the B word every day. So just because those women are calling another woman the B word, that don't mean they calling Kiss that. That don't mean they calling you that. He directed his anger that was at Gail. It wasn't nobody else because he praised Lisa Leslie. He praised Lisa Leslie right in that same interview, right in that same post. So I have a problem with that. How Jada addressed that because you know that's not how he thinks about women in general because he praised Lisa Leslie over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he praises Snoop praises women all the time. He praises Martha Stewart all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like
okay. So it's only when
that was his
a
anger.
woman
That was emotion.
is
That was emotion.
Out of line. That when you feel like a woman is out of line, it's okay to come at them in that aggressive tone and in that demeaning tone.
Well, no, it's not okay for nobody. But what I'm saying to you, what I'm saying to you is that women themselves have to set the example for the use of that word, and y'all don't. Y'all don't. I hear it all the time. That stupid B. She's a dumb B.
No,
that skank B.
You've never heard that from me. I'm not going to generalize that. I'm not going to say there might be an element of the culture that you may hear that from, but I want to say there's many women I don't associate with women that speak like that. That's not my circle.
Well, in the realistic world that I live in the people out here talking all the time and people and just throughout travels, I don't care. I could be on the train, I could be in the store, I could be scrolling through my timeline, whatever. I see it all the time. And that's real. Well, I do. I do. And I can't
I'm
say
the mother of two young women.
And I can't say
I never heard.
I can't say I never heard my female friends either use that word. I cannot say that. That would be my like me lying on this show right now saying I've never said the N word because I have, and I have used that word. You know what I'm saying? So that would be like me lying. I can't. I got to be real to the listeners. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I hear the word a lot. I hear the word a lot. And
okay, so that's you being real to the listeners.
Do you hear the word a lot?
The way you phrase it is that you're saying I'm not being real to the listeners.
I'm not.
I disagree with that. That's how it comes across. Now, when I say that is not my experience, my friends I hang with, I don't walk in the room and they be like, "What's up, bitch?" No, we don't do that. That's not how we do it. I live in the real world too. I work in the real world. I encounter people in the real world. That is not my experience. Also, you have to understand when it comes from a male perspective, you are deemed to have power. Okay? So when you are coming across that way, even though, hey, women of color, we've come a long way. Black women have come a long way. We've risen in the ranks, all right? But men still have power, mostly white men, okay, in terms of money. But when it comes across from a man, it's not just what women are saying when they're dealing with one another. understand that when a man comes across like that, it not only represents that it is degrading to women, but men have power over women physically, and in many cases, in the workplace. You know, so it's not just that.
Caller, hold on.
He was upset.
Hold on for a second.
To that. But there's multi-layers to this, and that's what I'm saying.
Okay. We're going to read some comments. Listen, callers, just call back in. The number is 646-233-1302. We talking about the B word and how Snoop used it and how Jada addressed the situation. And what's your thoughts on it? And that was Soup's thoughts.
Kudos to Jada for using that platform. Kudos to PKS1 Radio for using our platform. All right, y'all. I'll be listening. Good night.
All right. Okay. Caller from the 404. State your name, where you calling from. You on the Storm Warning Show.
Hey, everybody. It's the Troublemaker.
Hey.
What's good, Troublemaker?
What's going on?
I think Jada's a hypocrite.
Well, I got to agree with you. But go ahead.
You know why?
Go ahead.
She's an actress, right? And if she opposed to the word bitch, right? If she opposed to that one word, how many movies has she played in where either she was being called a bitch or the people around her was using the word bitch? Let's set it off. Prime example.
Right.
Set it off.
Low down, dirty shame.
Queen Latifah used the word bitch like all the time.
But listen.
So if that caused her that much offense, I bet you what, she took that bag though, so she can be called a bitch.
No, but listen, that's artistry. If it's in the script, whatever, I get it. Like I get all of that with the acting thing. I get all that. So in real life, I'm quite sure, and as feisty as Jada is, whatever, and she admits she don't have no clean past, whatever, she's used that word, the B word. I'm quite sure that everybody that's denying, talking about I've never used that word and I've never called, I think you may probably need to go back and revisit some situations you've been in your life, because I'm quite sure you called somebody the B word. So, and again, realistically, and I'm being honest, it's like if I used the word, I know I used it out of anger. Can I say my wife never used that word? No, I can't say she never used that word or whatever out of anger. Can I say Kiss never used that word or whatever the case may be? She's telling you she's used that word. But what I'm saying is that in the context where Snoop did it, we said he was wrong. But how Jada's talking about, you called me that, you called my daughter that, all of that. I'm gonna read a comment from a female. Linda Weaver said, go ahead.
It shocked me when he said it, but I didn't feel like he was calling me that. I knew it was out of anger and because he felt that Gail was being disrespectful towards Kobe's family and black men. So I understood it, but I was shocked to hear him say it.
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. Like that I respect, but yeah, I mean, the reality is, it's like there's a lot of things we shouldn't say, but we say it.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, right? Why would a person that even use the word or allow it to be used to them be shocked? I'm talking about how many physical encounters in the bedroom where you making love to your woman and you be like, whatever, bitch, but in a loving way.
In a loving way.
Do they get offended and stop? Oh, this is some good bitch. Do they stop and say, "Oh, I'm offended"? No, they keep on going until they're done.
Listen. Look, we know a lot of these words, derogatory words, have different meanings to different people. So I mean, the N word, it could be used as you saying my friend. Oh, that's my N. That's my N, right there. You know.
Yeah.
Then when somebody makes you mad or pisses you off, you're like, yo, that N, that N did this, or that Nick said that, blah 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 blah. You know, and then with these a lot of these dummies that's involved in these racism things, is white supremacists. I'm sorry, I was trying to find the word. A lot of these white supremacists, if they use the N word, we know they're using that to attack and to try to hurt us. You know what I'm saying? They try to hurt us, but what they don't realize, they don't hurt us no more.
All the words is wrong. All the words, niggas wrong, bitches wrong, and everything like that. But it's like it adds a little flavor to the things that we're trying to express.
Yeah,
that doesn't make it right. and it's because it is wrong. But we have been accustomed and to adjust to making bad into good, and that came all the way from slavery time when they gave us the most rottenest part of the pig.
Facts.
And we turned bad into good.
Facts. But we even took that word that they called us to disgrace us and to belittle us. We took that word and we adopted that word. That kind of bothers me. It's like I've been called this so much through these hard times where I've been beaten and castrated, my children taken away from me and all this. I've been called it so much. I'm adopting that word, and I'm gonna call my sister that. I'm gonna call my brother that. Go ahead.
Right, but I think that's where Soups was coming from. I think Soups was coming from a place where she's basically saying, like, look, although the culture and although society has become adopted to this word, and they've been, conformed to being so comfortable with just saying it, that's not what she chooses. She chooses to have more respect and to be able to deal with her women and the people that she's surrounded by with a respect, to not create this narrative to make it seem like it's okay.
Right.
I agree with her wholeheartily with that.
I agree with her on that point. I don't agree with the fact that it's men.
No, I never said that.
Because women use
it
more
more than anything. And again, I get where she's coming from to say, well, just because we use it more than men do doesn't make it right. That's what she's saying.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I agree with what Kiss is saying, because it all boils down to comfortability.
Right.
Right. But even with me, I don't necessarily wake up and call my girls and text my girls and say, "Morning, bitches." I don't do that. We always go back and we go, "Morning, sugar dumplings." Good morning. We greet each other with respect and with endearment. I'm not gonna sit there and say that when we talk about people and if somebody's acting a certain kind of way, we're like, "Oh, she's acting like a bitch." We said it about men. We say it. I'm not saying that it's okay. It's just a way of how you express yourself when you're upset or whatever the case is. And like you said before, even when you with your woman, I think it's just a way that people just find their way to have conversation. I'm not saying it's for everybody.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not, and that's not even to say that I feel comfortable with it. I don't feel comfortable with somebody be like, "Well, I bet." Like, you don't have to call me like, "Just hi, kiss." I'm cool with that.
Right.
It doesn't have to be for every single thing. And some women use it for every single thing. Like,
facts.
Bitch, let me tell you. Bitch, you know what happened?
Right.
Bitch, it's all the time.
Right.
Just like nigga. You hear it all day, every day. All day, every day.
I agree.
I just feel like it changes depending on what the circumstances are.
I agree. Yo, Troublemaker, thanks for calling in. We appreciate you as always.
Okay, I love y'all, and ain't a damn thing y'all can do about that one.
No doubt.
Love you too, crazy.
Peace. All right, Linda. Linda said no. I hate when men say that. I have never had a man to call me a B when he is being intimate. That's an excuse. A real man doesn't have to call his woman a B to show affection, or some women like to be called that. We having a real talk show right now. Some women, am I lying?
Much porn.
But am I lying? Some women like to be called that. Some women like to be slapped in the face. Some women that's what I'm saying. Let's have real talk about real people, all of that, whatever. Some women like these things, right? We know the word is not cool. Shout out to Denise on the check-in. We know the word, but some women like that, right? There's some dudes that their women call them, when during sex, you MF, you black MF, or you this, that, or whatever. It gets crazy. It gets crazy. Sex puts you, has some other type of adrenaline in things going
Barbaric,
on when it comes to sex, man. It's crazy. But I'm just saying, it's like whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. There's some women that don't have that in their vocabulary, and there's some women that's all they have in their vocabulary.
Yeah.
And same thing with men. My thing is with Snoop, it was the public attack. It was the public attack because he posted that on Instagram, whatever, and it went around the world. So he had to apologize to save face. Trust me, you're talking about Gayle King, and I know a lot of people want to dismiss her and they want to write her off, whatever like that. She still has a level of power and authority to a certain point, but she has to own up to what she did as well, because her apology and to blame it on the station wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. So if we're going to make Snoop go on every talk show he goes on oh, I'm sorry for saying that to Gail. Oh, I'm sorry for saying that to Gail, whatever like that. Listen, man. Listen. He did it the way he thought necessary. That's why he took the Instagram so people could see his face and whatever. And he reached out to Gail. And a lot of people don't know that. He reached out to her personally. But he said, I would like to be able to meet up with her face to face,
have a real
have a conversation and give her a hug. This is what the man said. He said, I'd like to have a real conversation with her and give her a hug. But, you know, for her not to say, you know what, even as a journalist and the timing with it, that maybe I shouldn't have came across like that on the interview or whatever like that. She needs to make some type of statement or apology or whatever, because I don't think Oprah or Gail was at Kobe's memorial.
Oh, I doubt that highly.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because you know. That's because you feel some sense of guilt. There was a lot of journalists. There was a lot of other journalists at that memorial, free and clear.
It also it even makes me. I was a tad bit interested in knowing what Vanessa felt about that. Like, what was her response? You know what I mean? Like, what was her family's response? Like, the women in her family, how did they feel about what she did and what she said? Like I would love to hear that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Just to see if it reflected anything remotely close to what Snoop felt.
Right. You know, and I mean, I just hope this is a situation that we get past and everything, but we have to have a real conversation about these things that we say every day. And a lot of things, a lot of negative things, again, we adapted into our overall everyday living.
Yeah.
You know, the N word, the B word, and it kind of it borderlines. I'm not saying it is, but some of it's even self-hate. Real talk. Some of it is even self-hate. A lot of us won't admit that, but some of that's even self-hate, because it's like, for eons and eons, you've been called the N-word by your oppressor. It was a word used to demean you by your oppressor, and we take that and we run with it.
Right.
That's a systemic mental illness that we're dealing with, that we're all dealing with.
Yeah.
Real talk. It's a systemic mental illness that we're all dealing with. And we need to address that within ourselves. Why do we take that word and adapt it? Yeah. So why do we take a word? Now the B word, that's a female dog. Somewhere along the line, way before I was born, that word existed. And women were calling other women.
I've been hearing that since I was a kid.
and women were calling other women
All
that,
types
and
of
men were calling women that. You know, and then in today's age, women are calling men that. So it is what it is. We take things and we adopt it and we run with it. We take the most negative things and we adopt it and we run with it, right? Just like we took the word savage. Now that's another word. We're not even addressing that. But the word savage now, oh my God, she's savage.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's savage. And then that's a word too that they use against us.
Now you're being honored for being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like what?
The oppressor been calling us savage for years.
Animals for years. No type.
Animals, they savage, whatever. And we take that and we make it, we glorify the word and we take it and we run with it. Again, systemic mental illness.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
All right. Let's read some comments and we're gonna move on.
So Denise said, I would not like to call my man daddy. We had this conversation earlier with somebody else. Soup said, we're learning a lot tonight, laugh out loud.
Yeah, Oprah could have went though.
Yeah.
Right.
Snoop apologized and that was a real man move. Gail needs to own up to her foulness. Trish also said, remember Gail received death threats. The memorial service would have not been appropriate for her to attend. Linda Weaver said, I think the kind of man Snoop wants to
Caller from the 732, state your name where you calling from. You're on the Storm Warning Show. What's good?
Yo, this your boy Mal, shirts and stuff.
Mal.
Jersey Nets in the building.
What's good?
Yeah, what's going on, man? What's going on? I finally got through.
What's good, my dude?
Man, I just wanna, a lot of what I was gonna say, I think already got said. You definitely made some good points about, that she definitely that Gail did not fully apologize. She kind of shifted the blame, blamed CBS and all that.
Right.
But I wanted to speak on the fact that some of the backlash, people are kind of fed up with Oprah and Gayle anyway, because of the Michael Jackson, because Gayle was going to do this thing with Russell Simmons. People weren't feeling the R. Kelly interview,
the Harvey Weinstein, all that stuff.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like this was just kind of like the last straw. You asked that question and the funeral hadn't even been there. So I just think some of the so I think like what you were saying about Jada and all that, like she was just like, no, she shouldn't have said that. Like she shouldn't even have, Snoop shouldn't even have went on there. But I'm just saying, I just think some of the other people that was speaking, I think that's not being added into the effect. This wasn't just like Gayle just got sideswiped.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people, regardless of what R. Kelly did, or people feeling like that interview was just like looked at as, Gayle, you just trying to get money off this. You trying to blow up off this man, and this man is, crying, going through some things and all of that. Like maybe he shouldn't have did the interview, but it's just like I just think as a whole the black community is fed up with Gayle and Oprah, among other things.
You know what? I agree, man. I'm glad you brought that up. I mean, I'm fed up just with a lot of the self-hate from our prominent celebrities. A lot of the self-hate that they have towards their own race. And they don't realize it. And then it borderlines Stockholm syndrome. You know, and for those that don't, Google that real quick, Stockholm syndrome and everything. And it's like sometimes we don't realize that we are assisting in our actions, we're assisting white supremacy. And a lot of times we don't realize that. And it's like you can be listen, you could love everybody. You could love white, Asian, Latino, you could love everybody across the board. But my thing is, you still can love everybody across the board, and you still can have a hate for white supremacy. You feel me? Because white supremacy just don't affect blacks, it affects Latinos, it affects Asians, it affects Jewish people, whatever. It affects a lot of different races if you're not white. You know
what? I feel that. I feel that. I think that I think you touched on a good point. I think that we may be kind of fed up with our black celebrities, period. Because even though it's a touchy subject to some, I mean, a lot of people aren't feeling what Dwayne Wade is doing. Even regardless of touching the whole thing of it's like, yo, why are you going on TV and talking about it? And when you were speaking on the Trayvon Martin thing like that, all these news outlets were not asking you to come on these shows. So I just think as a whole, and I think it's a good thing. I really think I like what Snoop did. Maybe he might have OD'd a little bit, but I think that we are at the point, the regular people, if you want to use that term, like we want to hold our celebrities accountable. And social media lets us speak. It lets us speak, you know what I mean? Because we didn't have that voice before.
Let me tell you why you got to hold, and I'm saying this especially with African American celebrities accountable, because when one of them speaks, it's like they're speaking for all of us. That's how the media portrays it. Like they're speaking for all of us, and they're not speaking for all of us. Gayle don't speak for me, Oprah don't speak for me, or whatever. And it's like we've been putting them up at such a high regard that when they make a mistake, we're scared to call them out on it.
Yeah, but no,
because we gotta ride with them. No. We gotta ride with Oprah. No, we're gonna start calling you out on your BS. Go ahead.
It used to be like that. I feel, I kind of feel what you're saying, Norm. It seemed like maybe like years back, it was kind of like, oh, well, you don't want to go against what, so-and-so saying. Now people are like, if you talking that crazy shit, hell no.
Right.
I don't go with that. I definitely don't. I mean, and like, even like everybody was coming at Boosie, because of how he handled, maybe he was saying a thing about Dwayne Wade and people, but at the same time, 80% of African American men agree with some of the things he was saying.
Right, and we
even if you might not speak on it, but he wilded.
Right.
And he put in his son, daughter, whatever, which I forget what he's putting them on black. Like, so for the rest of your life, you are just known as, that. Like, you don't even have no privacy now. Like, that was, that was kind of crazy. And then it brings up another, so you're basically promoting for an underage child to go through that. But I don't want to, go too deep into that. But just the celebrities, you know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like you said, like if this one's, if a black male says something in the celebrity in the media, then it's like they think that we all think like that, and we're all gonna go with that.
But see, this is what I try to talk about all the time. Like even coming from somebody who people, I guess, consider a celebrity. Me and the girls used to always say, like, yeah, we're in the industry, but we don't consider ourselves industry.
Mm-hmm.
We hate that whole celebrity word, that whole Hollywood shit. Like, at the end of the day, would it matter if Andrea and Stefford up the block's son wanted to turn into a girl? Would we have the same regard? Would we have the same energy and the same time to be sitting here talking about it? Like, why is this so different because it's Dwayne Wade's son who wants to be a daughter? You get what I'm saying? My whole thing is we live in
promoting. I think because a lot of people feel as though it's
at the end of the day, but it's not. It's
of an
not.
agenda.
It's not. It's not.
Like,
people have to stop
think
that.
It's more like so it's like trying to promote. From the conscious pro-black thing, to like the feminization of the black man.
No,
and
I get where you're
like
coming
that.
from.
That's where your average person is going to go with it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, the average person who's the average person who all of a sudden forgets that there's gay people in this world, or forget that there's transgender people in this world, forget that there's drag queens, and forgets that there's hermaphrodites and there's people who were born a certain kind of, like I just feel like we live in this society that at the end of the day, like, it's so hard to be able to watch and hear about things and just learn to agree to disagree. Everybody has to have an opinion. Everybody always got something to say. My whole thing is we've had gay folk in this world for how long? We still not used to that shit.
Forever.
You get what I'm saying? And for me, and I'm not even speaking in regards to I forgot the child's names, the Dwayne Wade's son, but Zaya, right? I think that's what it is. Yeah. I'm not even speaking in regards to that. I'm speaking from a person who has family, hella gay family. It's hard for me to have discussions like that because at the end of the day, these are people that are my blood, who I don't look at differently. They're just as creative as I am. They're just as smart, just as beautiful, just as talented, just as everything. Why is the fact that their sexual preference bothering mofo so damn much? You get what I'm saying? That we have to have like I said, that's Dwayne.
I've had conversations with certain, certain with the LGBT, and some of them feel like it's being
some of them they feel like it's a lot. Right.
It's being over promoted and pushed.
But it's only being over promoted because it's Dwayne Wade. You get what I'm saying?
It feels like it's being pushed. Like, did you see? It was like a year ago. The drag queen reading the kids at the library. So it's just like certain things just seem a little bit like, with that. But I want to take the whole. I would take the whole topic,
right.
Into that. But it's just from a celebrity, from a celebrity standpoint, and that's probably why, we look at it as, if you are black and you came from an environment, so on and so forth, you might have, you got a responsibility, you know what I'm saying, to either speak up or not get used. And to me, it kind of looked like Dwayne Wade is getting used, but someone told me that I should watch the. I think he just had a special or something.
Right.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So I'm not against nobody, but I'm definitely against the bullshit. And Gail did the bullshit. So I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it on that. Y'all have a good night.
You too, man.
You have a good night.
You too, baby.
I'm listening.
Salute.
Keep it coming.
No doubt.
All right,
but you understand where I'm coming from?
No.
Like, my whole thing, like, is because it's Dwayne Wade. Like, why do we always have to feel like an agenda is being pushed? It's out there. You either agree with it or you don't. And at the end of the day, as parents, I had to learn this shit the hard way. Like, just because we have to let go of this idea that our kids are gonna be so different because we're trying to raise them the way our parents raised us. Guess what? Ori's not gonna be how Rosa raised Akisa. And even with how my mother raised me, I still made my own decisions. I still made my own mistakes despite what she taught me. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we're all up in arms about I also agree that yes, it's very young to make a decision like that. But if that's who he feels that he is, who the hell are we to tell him different? At the end of the day, now they dragging it because it's Dwayne Wade's son. Oh, well, they shouldn't think too much because Dwayne Wade likes Gabrielle eats his booty out. Like, y'all just dragging it. You're dragging it. His sexual preference and what he likes to, do in bed with his wife should not be something that's dragged into why his son is the way that he is. His son was born that way. That's how he feels that way. And again, if it was Michael from the third floor in your building, would we be talking about it this much? You would have your own opinion because he lives in your building, but it wouldn't be, Michael downstairs is pushing the agenda. Like, why? Because it's only because he's celebrity. And because y'all know who Dwayne Wade is, and you expect more from Dwayne Wade because, he's a basketball player, he's this. But when he was wearing high water pants and they was too tight, and all these basketball players started wearing all these tight-ass clothes, now they all gay. Like, stop. Like, this is exactly why I hate being in the spotlight and I hate being in that world, because you have no privacy. And that's why I respect a lot of celebrities that actually do take their families and don't show too much.
Yeah, I mean, look, well... 'Cause
then you can't say shit.
Well, listen.
Now everybody's pushing an agenda. All right.
Listen.
But meanwhile, your daughter, you the same one that's at home, but meanwhile, you don't know who your kids are. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the problem I have.
Come on,
it's
man.
funny because...
It's whack.
Yesterday I spoke...
I'm sorry, real quick. Rottweiler had a question. He said, was it too young for him to make that choice? That's his question.
Was it too young for
Zaya?
To make that choice.
To make the choice.
Absolutely. And see, I'm gonna be honest about this. Listen, man. When I heard Dwayne went as far as to say he was gonna help him with the change.
No. Oh.
Yeah, that's what.
I haven't been watching too much, but I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, no, I have a problem with that because it's like. Because you know, even as a child, you can feel one way at 12. Exactly. And then when you're at 17, you're like, look at that girl with the big butt.
Right.
And then you're like, and then your parts is going and you're like, can I get that back?
Yeah.
And it's like, nope, no backsies. It's a wrap.
Right. Can I read this?
He wants to assist them with chemical castration at that age.
Jesus.
No, you gotta let that young boy grow, and then at an adult age, let him make that decision for himself. Yes. And that's the only thing I'm saying where I don't agree with.
Right.
But I agree with the way he's supporting his child. I agree with the support.
Because you have to. Because what is he gonna do
with the support?
Because then if he didn't, we'd be talking about that too. Oh, he kicked his child out, and he didn't. We be talking about that too. You get what I'm saying? There's always going to be an opinion, no matter how much you slice it. There's always opinions are like, I get it.
Yeah, but you know what? You're going to get to listen. You're going.
So as parents, we just give up on our kids. That's my question. So as parents, because we feel that people are pushing agendas and we feel that it's not right, to whatever you agree with and whatever you don't agree with. I'm not saying that I do. I think that is extremely young. I do agree with him. As a parent. Of course, having his sons back, because who else he's going to turn to?
Well, it's
the streets.
But listen,
he's going to do it regardless.
Listen, it's how much Dwayne and Gabrielle allow the public to know.
Right, and that's the problem right there. It shouldn't have been, like Maisha just said that. It should have been in the media.
Yeah, they push too much out there. I think they should have worked everything out within the family themselves. Nobody shouldn't have known.
Right, but all this came from a picture that was taken and him posing with his nails and a crop top. That's where all this came from, and that's what sparked it.
Then you let people pick and choose their own opinions, their own views about things. You still don't have to push the reason. You don't have to. My thing, what I learned at my age now, I ain't got to explain ish to nobody.
Not a damn thing.
If I decide to do this, that, X, Y, and Z, I don't have to explain it. I don't have to explain it. So once you explain it, then you're opening up that door like, oh, so your son is like that.
Right.
Because he explained it when that picture went up. But if you didn't explain it,
right,
you'll still be guessing it and assuming. How many years, for years and years, and don't mean to use her as to start nothing with this conversation, to initiate the conversation further about what we're talking about. But how many years? Let's be honest. All of us thought MC Lyte was gay,
right?
And that she liked women.
I know I did.
All these years, but all these years we assumed, right?
Yeah.
You know why we assumed? Because we didn't know every detail of her life.
We never saw anything about exactly.
That's why we assumed.
They saw her mannerisms and automatically assume, oh, she
right?
might be,
And then all of a sudden, boom, MC Lyte married such and such, and it's a guy.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, well, okay. And then I thought she was, yeah, because you know why? She let people know what she wanted them to know.
Yeah.
And she didn't fall into the hype. She know how to game work with media, whatever like that. And that's the thing, man. Everybody don't have to know everything that's going on with you in your life. I put 20. You got something to read?
Yeah. When you finish.
There's 25% of my life y'all know from social media, and there's another 75% y'all don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So Instagram,
You choose to tell people.
Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all of this, 25% y'all may know about my life and who I am, and there's a big portion that y'all do not know. Y'all have no clue of. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny how I like for people to assume things. You gotta understand that if I show y'all some inboxes I get and some DMs I get, I just crack up because I'm like, oh, that's what you think? Oh, that's what you assume? You're wrong.
I'm at a point at this point in my life when I'm like, all that shit y'all think I know about me, believe it, because I don't care. Unless you know me personally, like personally, for real, to know my every move and how I like, there's nothing you can say. So Harlem Monster said, as a parent, you do not have to support every choice your child makes. Bigger than that, it's your job to give direction and enforce principles. Rottweiler said, when I was young, me and my friends used to pee on the wall together. We were flashers. We were flashers first jokes on each other. But when we got older, we knew what to do with the swords. But in this society, different story for jokes. We didn't like each other at 12. We were too young for puberty. Oh, sorry, that was something else. I think that was it. Oh, and then Maisha said he's a young little boy. In God's eyes, it's not right. At the end of the day, he is his the judge. As a little boy, it shouldn't even been in the media like that. He should show him the way. It's his son.
Yeah.
He's in control.
Yeah. Right. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like everybody wants to tell everybody how to run their life. And I refuse to be that dude. Hold on, I'm starting my Instagram. I'm trying to get into the know. So, all right, we're talking about celebrities. So again, I'm gonna go back to this question. I pose this question to everybody. So y'all heard about Steven Spielberg and his daughter.
Yeah.
So if your son or daughter came to you and said, I want to be involved into the adult sex industry, what would you say? Be honest. How would you react? How would you take that? If your child, your 18-year-old child or 19-year-old child, say, I want to be a part of the adult sex industry, the adult film industry, the adult sex industry, period. How would you react and how would you take that? Remember, they're 18 and 19, they're grown. But what would your response be? What would your reaction be? Phone lines are open. You can call in 646-233-1302. Or you can put it in the comments. So we're going to read your comments. Go ahead, Kiss. Or we call you and say, Ma,
yeah, so
I want to be a pole technician.
Okay, so because I have to answer this from a place of knowing, my daughter would never call me or would never call me and say nothing like that. But if she did, I would honestly just have to really just sit down with her and have a real conversation. Like, where did this come from? Like, I would be so confused at that point because.
Well, she says, because I think I could be good at it.
No, you're good at cooking.
What if that's what she said, and that was in her heart? She said, "Because I think I could be good at it. I think I could really be a great porn star."
It's hard for me to answer this question because I know her so well. So even to create like a hypothetical, it's like if I had to create a hypothetical,
how would y'all handle that?
I wouldn't be happy with that. I would tell her I wouldn't be happy with that. But at the end of the day, she's about to be 25 years old, and they're gonna do what they want to do.
All right, the reason why I'm saying
whether I said I agree with it or not.
Yeah, this is one of the stories we're talking about. So Steven Spielberg's adopted daughter launched his porn career with full support. Full support from her father. And again, it's been in the headlines and everything. Steven Spielberg's daughter opens up about the empowering choice she made to be a porn star. So let's look at a little clip and let's talk about this thing.
Steven Spielberg's daughter, Michaela, explains her decision to become an adult entertainer. The 23-year-old daughter of the iconic filmmaker and wife, Kate Capshaw, opens up in a new interview with The Sun. Michaela reveals she is hoping to do erotica, described by her as pictures and videos for private customers or for the public if that ever arises. She also shared that she is hoping to get a dancing license to do what she loves most in her spare time. According to the publication, Michaela lives in Nashville with her 47-year-old fiance. She goes on to explain, the reason I don't want to do anything outside of solo stuff is because I feel like it would be a violation of my boundaries and my relationship with my significant other. So the question is, how did mom and dad react to her decision? Well, when Michaela broke the news over FaceTime, she reveals they were intrigued but not upset. She goes on to say, I actually think that once they see how far I've come from the bottom I was at a year and a half ago, they're going to look at this and go, wow, we actually raised a really self-assured young lady, and we've raised someone who knows exactly what they want.
Caller from the 646, state your name when you calling from. You on the Storm Warner Show. What's up?
Hey, what's going on? Calling from the house.
Hey, man.
What's going on?
What's up?
Yes. What's going on, man?
What's up?
Talk about it. What's on your mind, fam?
There's some strange things going on, man.
A lot of strange things.
Be nice, bro. I know you're not.
It's really weird.
I know.
So you telling me, right? The question is, of my night. I have a 9-year-old as of the 17th of February, right?
Right.
So the question is, if she comes home and says she wants to be an adult entertainer, right? Or a stripper, which one? Porn or just Sin and Alex and all that?
Right.
Well, which one we talking about? We talking about being a porn star or just being a stripper?
She just said porn.
Yeah,
porn star. Adult
Porn
entertainment.
All right. Cool, right? So my 12-year-old comes home and wants to be a whole nother gender, right? That should the empathizers or the public opinion is that should be celebrated, that should be embraced, it should be supported, you know. But barring the points that y'all made, which I totally agree with at 12, that you don't have the cognitive capacity to make that decision.
Right.
But that should be supported because that makes you a good parent to support your children's decisions, right?
Right.
But my daughter at 19, who's pretty much out the door, right? I mean, to make her own mistakes and her own path, and you know, she can only take what I got her, what I embedded her with. You know, hopefully that when she's making decisions, my voice is somewhere in there. You know, help her make the good ones. Want to be a porn star, but I shouldn't support that. I shouldn't be ecstatic about that. You know, that we could, you know, go out, pop a couple bottles. You know, take it easy with busty pipes in them. You know, be careful. Like, that whole psychology is just crazy. Like we go to as a people, because I'm really concerned about our people.
Right.
White people, you know, they're gonna be white people, whatever. But I go to school and I got dreadlocks, right? And I can't graduate, but I could put a dress on and be celebrated. Like, strange times.
Listen,
bro.
Listen.
And that's the kiss.
Yeah.
Like it's not the conspiracy, but you know, it's like that. You know, me and you, we the same age, so you know.
Yeah.
The older you get, the harder to fight the Hennessy off, right?
Oh yeah.
But when I want to eat a salad or I want to drink a water with some pH, it costs me $4. When I could go to Wendy's to get 4 for $4. You know. So when we talk about big pharma, it's just better business for me to have diabetes, for me to have high blood pressure, for me to be obese, and you know, it's still choice, but it's just easy to eat bad. like they making it convenient.
They're everything.
and
Making everything
faster
accessible. That's
to
not
be
good
a
for us.
girl.
Yeah.
Be feminine.
No doubt. Yo, he went on 3 topics.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
it, though.
Yep, 'cause
I
he's
like
listening.
it. He listening. He paying
Yeah,
attention.
got it.
He paying attention, no doubt. We appreciate you, fam.
Appreciate you,
no
bro.
Doubt.
You know that. Have a good night, all right?
No doubt.
All right,
Salute,
love you.
salute. Listen, let's read some comments real quick, and then we're gonna go back into this thing, man.
So of course, Victor comes and says Stranger Things. Sam Seed said, wow, 47 years old, the child has some issues. That's evident. He also said, I see where dude is going. He's all over the place. Let me see. Victor said, I just didn't like that Wade doing interviews like he's prostituting his son. That's all. I really don't bother with that situation. That's how it's supposed to be. Keep your life to your own. Sam Seed. They even assume Latifah is gay since set it off. But see, with Latifah, she is gay. We know that she's married to a woman. That's not a secret.
I didn't know that.
I knew that. It was public notice.
She's married to a woman?
Yes. A physical trainer. That's what I read.
Okay, well,
I heard, but whatever, teach his own shit. Sam said, none of my business, light married Todd won. Tammy, hey Tammy, she said, hey fam. And Sam also said, yes, it's too young for him to make that choice. And like I said, oh wait, somebody else said something, hold on. Sam also said they use the black celebrities are used to pacify us as people collectively. So I mean, like I said, there's a lot of, like you said, there's a lot of people in the LGBT community that are also disagreeing with it. They're like, that's way too young to be making that type of decision and to be going through that type of change, because then what happens if he gets older, and what's the word? That when you make a decision and you regret it afterwards, And as far as people being more, I guess, for it, than trying to figure out why, or to question, this child, to say like, are you sure? Like, what's making you feel this way? How can we, fix this problem or whatever?
Right.
The boy got on tips. Like, he got on a full set of acrylic tips, walking around here with crop. I don't even wear crop tops. And he's wearing crop tops. And it's not for me to sit here and judge the child. We don't know what he's seen. We don't know if he even saw anything. Maybe he just was born this way and was like, I'm not feeling this body. We don't know. You know what I mean? We don't know. And trust me, when I first started gaining wind of this type of procedure and things like this, and people just waking up one day and saying, I don't feel right in this body, I used to be like, what does that even mean? Because when I was little, everybody thought I was gay. Because I was an ill tomboy. You can even ask Harlem Messages called. I don't know if he thought that, but a lot of people around my neighborhood thought that I was going to be a lesbian too, because I was just always with the boys. I was with him, with Davon. I've always been with boys.
You're a lesbian.
I'm a thespian. Even with my daughter went on a rant the other day. I'm like, I walked in the door like, who calling you a dyke? Because I'm like, what's going on? I look on her page and she's going on a rant about, F this, and I'm like, okay, Ori, what? Because she knows how I feel about that shit. I don't like her going on personal rants and whatever, but obviously somebody poked her the wrong way, and I get it. Because she cut her hair. So now everybody's on some, like, people got something to say. At the end of the day, I tell her, people can believe what they want to believe. You know who you are. I know who you are. And it don't matter who the hell you are to anybody. That's your choice. So because you cut your hair, people think you're a lesbian. They thought you was a lesbian when your hair was long. Why are we having this discussion? Because she was a tomboy too. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, again, people are going to have opinions. People are going to have things to say. What are we going to do about it?
So here,
you agree or you don't. That's it.
Okay. I want to switch from that whole thing real quick. So you heard about
the illest tomboy.
Yeah, you heard about the police officer and what was it, the 6-year-old or 12-year-old?
Yes,
6-year-old
yep.
girl, whatever, that arrested the 6-year-old little girl, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want y'all to be honest about something, right? Some parents got some badass kids, right?
Talk about
it. No, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have some real talk real quick.
It's true.
So some parents got some badass kids. They're just out of control, unruly, disrespectful, crazy, all of that, right? So you remember back in the day, and this is why I really had to think about this before I rode the boat where everybody else was riding the boat with this whole situation with the officer and the child and all of that. So I said, I remember back in the day, where I was taken to the Scared Straight program.
You?
Yeah. I was
Damn, you must have been bad.
Yeah, I was taken to the Scared Straight program and all.
No.
And no, not so much because I was bad. It's just like, just so you don't ever think about
failing in math.
Nah. But I'm just saying, when I seen that program and then I seen it was on TV, it was televised. I remember when we was doing something that we thought was cool, just on the train tracks. Me and my friend got taken to the police station, and my mother and my father had to come to the police station because I put a penny on the train track.
Oh, you wildin'.
Yeah, I put a penny and
I
put a nickel on the train track because everybody was wearing the flat. And I don't know if y'all remember this. I'm taking y'all back. So people used to put, like my friends used to put coins on the train track so it would flatten, so they could put a hole in it and wear it around their neck. And that used to be the big thing. Right here at this train station.
Damn.
And
me and my crew used to cross the FDR Drive while the cars was moving both ways. You crazy. You could have killed people.
But I wasn't thinking like that, like what you said, right?
Yeah.
So we came from school, from Maxon School, and we were crossing. We used to just come across the train tracks just before I think they put the fence up. They didn't have the fence there all that time, and so we would put pennies on it and nickels. Right. So we flattened it and we did it, and then the officer was right there. We didn't even see the officer, and saw us put it on the train track. So they took us and they locked us up, and they charged us at that age. They was going to charge us. They said, you guys were trying to derail a train.
Facts.
And I said, how you going to derail a train by putting a penny on it? It was a penny.
Yo.
Right? This big ass train. Right? Nickel, big ass train. So anyway, they called our parents. Wow. So they didn't book us. They didn't put us through the system. Nothing like that. But they called our parents. I'd rather they put me through the system. And I'd rather they had locked my ass up. So my mother and father came down, whatever. And it was like, oh. So my mother was like, you was trying to do what? Because she always, keeping her little appearance up in front of the officer. She's like, oh, you was trying to do what? You put pennies on it, and why'd y'all put pennies on the train and quarters on the train? Oh, we just wanted to make the little necklace thing. Everybody's doing that, and then punching a hole in it, and then putting a little necklace of it around their neck. She's like, oh, okay. My father was like, how long is it going to be before we could take him home?
And whoop your F for real.
That's basically what my father was like. How long is it going to be before we could take them home? How long is it going to take at the station? Man, oh man.
That's insane.
Anyway.
See, I couldn't even imagine what could have happened to us. Like I said, we used to cross the FDR Drive while there was active traffic. And we never, I don't record as we ever got caught by, but I got caught by my mother. She whipped my ass, but I was grounded for like a month and a half. But you trying to put a penny on do you understand what? It don't matter, penny. But even,
So anyway.
If I could imagine what could have happened,
So anyway.
Bugged.
Yeah.
Bugged.
But my whole point is, going back to this girl, my thing is, in this day and age, with how bad these kids are, and I know a lot of y'all gonna be, of course, like I'm rocking with y'all on, still wasn't right.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, 6 years old. And I get it. But from what I understand, and again, not saying it's justified, but this 6-year-old was kicking all the teachers, throwing chairs at the teachers, doing all types of things, running a tantrum, whatever. So I remember back in the day where my mother or father would make me an example. They see me cutting up, acting up, and they see the police officer robbing. They'd be like, Mr. Officer, and the officer would play along with them, whatever like that. Take him to the station.
Just to scare you.
Whatever, just to scare me, whatever the case may be. All right, so this was back in my day. So I see everybody ranting and raving like, oh, blah, 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 blah. We're going to watch the clip. And it's funny because it was... Caller from the 646, state your name, where you calling from. What's up?
What's up? It's Sam C. calling from Jersey City.
Sam C. Salute. What's going on, fam?
What's up? Yeah. I wanted to touch on the subject of the 6-year-old girl. And what I'm saying is, come on, man. Like, You know, I saw today. I just recently saw the body camera footage.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm about to show that. Right before you call it.
All right. So I'm not going to rule out. Let the audience see that for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But you mean to tell me what kind of training did y'all have as a teacher that y'all can't deal with a 6-year-old child?
My point.
That's what I'm saying. You could have put in a room till her mama got there.
And trust me, I was going to get to that point. That's why I wanted to show it first, because like there's so many other things that could have happened before that call was made for the officers.
And in my era, you know what I'm saying? Up until like the 3rd grade, I think the 3rd grade, that's when they passed the law to stop it. The principal could whoop your ass in school.
Yes. Yes, the guidance
And
counselor
then,
could whip your ass.
And then God forbid that happen, because all he's gonna do is call your parents, and your parents are gonna come give you a double whoop because mom and pops is on you.
I ain't get my.
What, you made me miss a day of work?
Bruh, and that's where I'm about to go with this thing, where it needs to get back to, because one, I'm gonna show y'all the clip, but we know.
But all right, before you start the clip, real quick. But here's another thing: going through with my kid in school, like you know, you have these parents that it's like a catch-22 for the teacher, because where do you go? Because now you can't say nothing to these kids, because now you got the parents come up to school trying to fight you just because you gave them a bad grade. Well, guess what? These kids are with me all day, and all you do is you sit them in front of your phone or in front of the TV all night. You don't do nothing with your kids. Now, I'm supposed to do this in 8 hours when you done had them for 16?
And kids is fighting back too?
Yeah.
Shit.
So there's a whole lot going into this, but I don't think that, you know, a 6-year-old child should have been dealt with like that. That's just the teachers passing off the buck.
Right.
Because at the very least, you could just close the child in the room, let them cry themselves to sleep, and then once they calm, then hey, what are we gonna do about this? We can't have this. We can't have this behavior anymore.
Right. And
rather than march them off to jail. Oh man, I don't want to ruin the video because there's so many other things going on with that video. But I'm gonna let you show the video. Oh, real quick before I go.
Yes, sir.
Back to your previous question.
Yes, sir.
About the Steven Spielberg child.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna do a hypothetical. Like let's say like my child came to me and said that. You know, if they're an adult, fine, so be it. Go ahead, do your thing. But I can't stop me as a parent feeling like a pure and utter failure. Like, what did I do to get my child here?
Yeah, and that's how you're gonna feel, and that's what you're gonna think, you know, because like, so all the options in the world you have, and all the things you could do in the world, you want to be a porn star, or you want to be in the adult film entertainment industry, and it's like, yeah, you are gonna, as a parent, you are gonna feel like a failure. You know?
Yeah, but all right, yo, go ahead, show the clip. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for having me on again.
Appreciate it.
No doubt. Salute, man. Peace.
All right.
No doubt. All right, so we're going to run this clip.
I guess she figured maybe that was her inspiration because, you know, her dad's a director. That's not even her real father. That's why it makes it even worse, double whammy, because that's not even your child. You raising somebody else's child and you still failed.
You failed, and it's like almost like you're okay with it because
you probably gonna film it.
You don't feel that.
See, now I gotta question. We gotta question Mr. Spielberg. He might be down with Robert and them.
You don't feel that attachment.
What you doing at home?
Because when you feel that attachment and that's your child and everything like that,
give me a break, yo.
You gonna be something wrong with that connection.
Damn it, Steve.
Because I'll be raising holy hell. I know Lawrence Fishburne, when his daughter decided to be a porn star, he raised holy hell. He did.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey.
Did she still do it though?
She still went and did it.
Exactly my point.
She was being rebellious.
That's my point. They don't give a shit. They're gonna do what they want to do. These kids don't care.
Being rebellious. All right, so we're gonna run this clip.
So you watching? I wish you would.
So again, Florida police arrest 6-year-old black girl for throwing a tantrum. Now let's know. I think he's minority himself. I think he was black himself. I think.
You know what, Bessie? I'm sorry.
Let's read a little bit of it, and then I'm gonna show the clip. So Kiss, I'm gonna rely on you.
Yes.
With your opticals.
My bifocals.
Yes, to read this to the peoples before I run this clip.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
A 6-year-old girl was arrested by Orlando police after throwing a tantrum at school. Video shows Orlando Police Department Officer Dennis Turner arresting, first grader Kaya Rowe, right? On a charge of misdemeanor battery. Wow. Rowe allegedly kicked and punched 3 employees after school during her tantrum, but was apparently calmed down by the time Turner arrived to arrest her. According to Turner's police report, a school staffer by the name of Beverly Stout requested to press charges against Kaya. While the school denies anyone requested to press charges, the body cam footage doesn't show any of the school staff attempting to impede the arrest. So she calmed down, but y'all still let the cops come in and get impede the arrest. Where are we?
Yeah, I'll try to make it.
Okay.
Prosecutors dropped the charges.
Dropped the charges against Kaya the next day, and Turner was the one who found himself in a precarious situation following the arrest. As noted in the Tampa Bay Times, Orlando Police Department officials have said Turner violated agency policy on arresting children younger than 12, which requires officers to get a supervisor's approval, something Turner did not do. However, his decision was not illegal as Florida currently does not have a minimum age for arrest. Wow. Nevertheless, Turner was fired soon after the story became national
He was
news.
fired. Here's the clip, man. I feel a few different ways on this, and I'm going to tell you how I feel. Let's watch the clip, and then we're going to talk about it.
That's crazy.
I don't want to go to the police car.
You don't want to?
No, please.
You have to.
No, please. Give me a second chance.
You gotta go.
I don't want to use it. No. Please. 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 Please let me go. No. Don't help me. I don't want to go to the police car.
You don't want to?
No, please.
You have to.
No, please. Give me a second chance.
You gotta go.
I don't want to.
All right, wait. Hold on. All right. So here's the problem, right? So the lady, Mrs. Stout, that called the police station and that wanted to press the charges. I have the problem with her. So, and the reason why I have the problem with her, even more so than the officer, right? Because, okay, we've seen many cases where officer was rough and was nasty and this, whatever. I have the problem with the lady that called the cops and that then when the cops came, wanted to press charges, right? So that's one thing. And just like the other caller said, you mean to tell me the staff there at that school couldn't de-escalate that situation?
Right.
Right, and then just call the parents.
Right, put her in a room somewhere to calm down till her mom gets there.
Call the job, the parents, whatever the case may be. But it's like,
and then y'all handcuffed her. They handcuffed her, right?
Here's the problem, right? So anytime for a situation like that, so we've seen Caucasians, right? Call the police on one of us, and the situation goes left. And one of us ends up dead or severely beaten or in the hospital, whatever the case may be, right? And it could have been a simple situation,
right?
But it gets out of control, it escalates into something crazy, and then boom, right? We have to be careful when we get the police involved. Today's police. I have to say it this way. I don't mean to sound like this, but when we get today's police involved in situations that we can handle ourselves, or that, I'm calling the police because I just want you to check this guy out. and they go check this guy out or whatever like that. And the guy's like, "What are you doing?" "I'm just standing on the corner. I'm just doing this." And "Hey, what are you doing?"
Another body. Yeah.
Right? We see it all the time. So this is a 6-year-old child. So thankfully, you know, like, of course, we see this officer put the cuffs on a 6-year-old child, and we feeling some type of way, right? All right, so you know, the lady that called the officer, her friends, her co-workers is like, yeah, this child was out of control. But that out of control, a 6-year-old.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all couldn't just contain the child. I'm quite sure y'all got some type of security in the building or something, man. You know, something.
Just saying.
Call the mama
Like,
or the brother. Just something. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this woman. They fired him anyway.
Right.
They fired him anyway.
I just feel like unless the child was in school didn't come to school with a firearm, or you know what I'm saying, she was having a tantrum. She was having a tantrum. She wasn't wielding a knife. She didn't try to stab nobody. She didn't try to shoot nobody. It wasn't nothing to the extent that you have to call the cops. And the fact that she calmed down before they even got there. So you're going to tell me that you couldn't have called and said, oh, even when they got there, no, we have her under control. You can just leave. You still allowed this man to come in here and arrest and handcuff a 6-year-old baby? I'm sorry. I'm not.
All right.
I'm not with it.
Tammy said they may have traumatized.
Yeah, that little girl going to have PTSD
they don't know
now.
What her home life is like. Okay, now.
Can say that.
And see, but again, y'all mad at the officer. I'm mad at the lady that called the cops.
I'm mad at both.
That Miss Stout that called the cops and decided to press charges because she probably got kicked or punched by the child.
Right.
I'm more mad at her. And before we get law enforcement involved, again, I'm gonna say this again, with us. Now again, of course, we're gonna call the cops if there's guns involved. We're gonna call the cops if there's something serious involved. Then we may resort to calling the cops. But when we start calling the cops on our babies for things like this, knowing how law enforcement is and knowing how things can escalate into a whole other situation.
Yep. They could have even had the officer sit down and talk to her and say, look, you know, when you get older, like, just, you know what I'm saying, give her a pep talk.
Even that.
Talk to her just to calm her down, to even really, that would have reinforced more fear in her, but not to the point where she's like, you got me in a car, you're screaming, give me a second chance, you bugging. Let that be my 6-year-old.
With cuffs. He could have, you know what? He could have did the whole scare. He could have did the scare tactic.
You know,
thing.
if you, something.
Right.
Yeah. And then just left her alone. You put her in the car and took her to the damn station.
You know you shouldn't be putting your hands on your teachers and adults and blah, blah, blah. You're wrong. You should not be kicking. You should not be acting this and bad, whatever like that.
Asshole for
like,
that.
what would your parents think or whatever? You could have, or even he could have walked her out and whatever. There could have been another way it could have been handled. I agree 300%. I'm quite sure everybody feels as though the officer should have been fired. And he should. I mean, he should.
Right.
He didn't follow protocol because he was supposed to call a superior
to get an approval.
Yeah, and get an approval to do whatever. And they don't have an age limit on certain things. But I blame, for that situation, I blame the school.
Yes.
For you have to know what to do in situations like that. You have to know when you're running a school and your administration, part of the administration in a school, you're going to have unruly children. You have to know that already.
Right.
You have to know you're going to have badass children in your school. You have to have a plan in place to handle badass, unruly children in your school.
Yeah.
All right. And I just think calling the cops was the wrong move. Victor John said, I'm just thinking of my girlfriend's 3-year-old. I would lose my mind still. CMC said, Norm 100. Tracy said, I'm mad at both and the ones condoning.
The boo.
Yeah.
Rufus Dwayne said he agrees.
Yeah. I mean, Denise said, when they have tantrums, the kids are put on timeout.
Exactly.
Yeah, today's kids, you know, today's 6-year-old, I get it, is a lot different than yesterday's, 6-year-olds from years back, or when we were 6-year-olds. Totally different.
Yeah.
But there's just still a way you have to deal with things. You have to think.
I was a good kid.
Caller from the 404. State your name when you call it from. You on the Storm Warning Show. What's up?
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is D from Dunwoody. What's going on?
D,
what's up,
from Dunwoody. What's going on?
Nothing much. Just chilling. I came in on the tail end of the show. I got a book deadline, so I've been working. I ain't been catching the show lately. Because it's the only time I can write it at night. But I caught the tail end of the show, and I saw that case about the little girl with the tantrum. This was about because that case came out of Florida, right?
Yes.
Orlando, yep.
There was another little girl who also got escorted and was put on like a 151 hold because of tantrum and destroying the school, but it was a female officer that did that one. And it's some kind of law that allows them to do it. Now I'm not sure about that because I came in on the tail end of the video, but I heard about the situation, and I saw another video with a female officer and another 6-year-old little girl. Now I don't know what the little girl in y'all case was, but the other little girl had ADHD and disruptive mood disorder. And my daughter has that condition. She suffers from ADHD, disruptive mood disorder, and childhood depression.
Wow.
And she's had a meltdown at school. As a matter of fact, at the beginning of this school year, 3 weeks after the school started, we had to go pick her up because, it got real bad.
Wow.
We ended up with the crisis people. I'm not laughing because it ended up better. I'm just saying. But the school contacted me. And then I went up there with her therapist, but we also have a plan of action. And like I said, I don't know the full case, but what I can say based on my experience is, as a parent, if you know that your child has these issues, you should be on top of it in contact with the school. This is just my opinion, not trashing any parent or talking bad about any parent. Because I know things happen, and I know protocols are not always followed. But for me, in my opinion, you should always be on top of it. You should have a 501, I think that's what it's called. Because my daughter and my sons are under IEPs for theirs, because I made sure so they'll know exactly what to do in those cases, in those situations.
Right.
But if your child does not qualify for the IEP,
right,
then you have a 501 plan in place, which is almost like that, but it's not quite to the level of an IEP where you get special needs assistance. But it is a form that lets you know that your child has a medical issue that could. And then you have a written plan of action in place, what to do if a meltdown or tantrum of that nature happens. And that will help put aside some of the issues with the police officers coming in and just, because everybody thinks kids are bad and everybody thinks, just beat them. But that's not the case. With these type of kids, you can't just beat them. And traditional punishment does not work because their comprehension is off and their mood is off and they receive things differently.
Right.
You know?
And at the end of the day, when you have a child there. Right.
I agree. I mean, well, one of the ways that it got handled, the officer got fired. So I think with the officer getting fired, that may get rid of some of the liability against the police department. Now, the parents... The law has to change in Florida too, because Florida have a law that states that they are allowed to do that without contacting parents if they feel like the child is a threat to themselves or people around them. But I heard that officer went around bragging that he does this to little black kids all the time, though. Is it?
Now,
was it the officer black?
But that's what I've heard from people that live in that area that told me about this situation.
He was Spanish?
He looked like he was Spanish.
Okay. Yeah, well, definitely. Thanks for sharing that. Now, if the parents sue, I think mainly the school. I see liability with the school of how they handled it, because I don't really feel as though for that situation they had to call law enforcement.
Right.
That's
what I see. I don't think they had to even call
I feel like
law
the parents should be contacted.
Absolutely.
Above all, first, the parent.
Absolutely.
third person should be able to contact the child, a parent from a hospital saying that we got your child and they're going to be here for X amount of days because of X, Y, Z. I just don't think that that's cool.
Absolutely.
That's just my opinion.
Yep. Well, D from Dunwoody, thank you for calling in. We appreciate you as always. Storm Warning Show.
Good
family.
luck with the book, Mama.
All right. Y'all have a good one. What you say, Kiss?
I said good luck with the book.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh, real quick, because you out in Atlanta. So let me see if I still got this up.
Oh, yeah.
So they're saying in Atlanta, at least 200 people traveling through Atlanta airport show possible coronavirus symptoms. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about it. My little sister said she worked at the airport off the concourse, and she said they have them wearing like not just the regular mask, the mask that the construction workers use when they breathing in toxic fumes and stuff. That they have to wear those for all front counter and like the people that work directly with the customers and in the food service area, and they limit the amount of people that can come in the restaurants at one time now.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's not a good time to travel, man. It's funny because
I don't even catch the train. I'm gonna go to the poor people to train.
Let me tell you, me and Sandy was gonna book a flight to Barbados with our friends in May. We changing that. We're gonna go to Jamaica in August. We're gonna go to Jamaica in August because I want to let some of this stuff pass. Some of it died down. I even I'm being honest. Even public just crazy right now.
Yeah, scary.
Subways and trains and all of that. I mean, you never know. I mean, you can't live your life scared, and I get that. I get all of that.
But no, I'm telling you, it's best just to stay in the house because really, it's best to stay in the house because it costs $200 a day outside anyway. So.
All right.
I'm on the budget.
D from Dunwoody, we want to thank you for calling in. We appreciate you. Love you, Mama.
All right, y'all have a blessed night.
All right.
All right, good night.
All right, take care.
See, like I'm listening to what she was saying, like in reference to the IEP, and it's just making me think about because Justice. I don't know if you've ever really seen Justice have a tantrum, because everybody knows my grandson's autistic, and the fact that he can't speak is probably more frustrating to him than it is to us having to deal with his tantrum because we can't figure out what he wants and whatever. But he has really, really bad tantrums sometimes, especially, and it's more so when he's tired. Like when he's just exhausted from the day. And he had a really, really bad one on the school bus. And his school, the bus attendant, the first thing she did was call me. And she was like, look, Justice is having a tantrum. He's biting himself. He hit himself twice in the head. I'm like, well, what happened? My first thing was what happened prior to him getting on the bus? She's like, he looked really tired when he got on the bus, and he wanted a toy that didn't belong to him, and we took it back, and that transpired. And that's what kind of sparked it for him. I want the toy, and because you took the toy from me when I'm tired, now I'm pissed. But the fact that she called me, and the first thing she did was, you want to speak to him? So he could hear my voice. So she gave him the phone, and I'm like, Justice. I said, Justice is grandma, and you hear him, but he's like calming down because he could hear me, but he was still pissed off, you know what I mean? But the fact that she called me first, I couldn't even imagine getting a phone call saying that Justice was at the precinct because they had to I'm just saying, we know that there's bad kids, but at the end of the day, if you're working in the school system, like Dee just said, they have IEPs. The IEPs are structured so that you know what the child has, how to deal with this child. That's why they have paras, one-on-one paras. They have this and that. There's no reason why you should be working in the school system with autistic kids or special needs children if you are not trained to do so. And somebody just said it. They just finished saying, rethink your career path, because why are you here?
Right.
If that's the case, then just go pack some bags at Western Beef, because somebody called my child and call the police on my grandson because he's having a tantrum, and it's gonna be all hell to be paid. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be in jail. You already know.
Yep.
That's just terrible. That little girl's never gonna be the same after that. I pray to God that maybe she can get through it, but I just feel like that's. Oh man, I don't even know.
Let's read some comments.
Demetria said, my daughter's tantrums were that level of violent. They were worse when she was younger, and she would literally throw herself into things and bang her head. Oh man. Child doesn't coincide with threat. Kaz Minor. Sam C said Jamaica has a large Chinese population. I'm just saying.
I didn't see no Chinese when I was there.
Oh shit. Curry Tracy said the parents should have been called before the police were. The parents could have calmed her down. Exactly. Curry Tracy. Oh, she actually said if
Tracy
you cannot
Curry.
handle right.
That's her name.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's backwards. Sorry. Tracy said if you cannot handle a 6-year-old child, maybe you should rethink your career. Exactly. Victor said you get training for children and how to handle kids like this. We read that.
All right.
Oh yeah, we read everything before that.
All right,
Yeah.
so we gonna go on another note,
Mhm.
real quick. We gonna have a Storm Warner Show question.
Oh gosh.
Real quick.
Oh Lord.
Question.
Sheesh.
The doctor tells you you're losing your hearing and your sight, and you can only save one. Which would you choose? So the doctor tells you you're losing your hearing and you're losing your sight. You can only save one. Which one you gonna choose?
Well, first of all, duh. I'm already halfway blind to begin with.
What you gonna choose?
Yo, you're losing your hearing and your sight, and you can only save one. That's deep. That's super deep. Oh my God, that's hard to answer. I would have to, shit. I would have to save my hearing. No, it says which one would you save?
If you only could save one, would you save your hearing or do you save your sight? You said your hearing?
Earlier I said I would save my sight.
You said your hearing earlier.
I did say my hearing, but I read it wrong. Now that it said, okay, you said I could only save one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Shit. See, earlier I did say my sight because I would rather see than hear, and then I said, damn, I need my music and whatever. But if I had to choose my life and the decision, I would probably say I would save my hearing, only because it's imperative for me to hear my grandson finally speak. So if that was a thing, I already know what he looks like. If I could hear his voice for the rest of my life and not be able to see him, shit still sucks. But I would probably just save my hearing.
Yeah, I would save my hearing.
That sucks.
Yeah, I would save my hearing.
That's a terrible question. First of all,
I know it's
that's
terrible.
Like I've like it's making me want to cry because I couldn't even. How you gonna decide that?
Part of me would save my sight because then I ain't gotta hear all the bullshit.
You ain't gotta hear the bullshit. I can't. Yeah, I mean, shit.
I don't know.
That's hard. Let's just pray to God.
No,
we don't gotta get that.
We
get that.
But we got to choose one.
That's
So
like-
you said you would save your hearing. And
It's
rid of your
hard for
sight.
me because
No, but you
that's
said
hard
your
for me.
hearing.
That's hard for me. Yeah, if I have to choose, I'd rather hear
Yeah.
Justice's voice and hear people talking to me and saying whatever than have to see.
Tracy said I can read lips in English, Ebonics,
And bullshit.
and bullshit. So she wanted to save her sight.
Mm.
Rufus said I need to hear my kids and
See?
music. So he would say, okay, he would lose his sight.
He was sight. Yep.
Mal said he's saving
His
his sight.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Cedar said I want to count my money, so you saving your sight.
Yeah.
Cass said I just want to learn how to read lips. So
He said he would have to learn how to read lips. Demetrius said what?
technology.
For hearing impaired and deaf people.
I'm just saying
have
they
come
only
a
give you
long
one
way.
choice. That's not
Yeah.
the question. What you gonna choose?
Ooh.
Rufus said my hearing.
Mhm.
So we would give up our sight.
Damn.
So think about it, right? If you give up your sight,
You don't know where you're going.
all you social media and technology junkies would be lost. Think about it. All you social media and technology junkies would be lost. You can't do this.
But then it's like you can't do one without the other. I can't watch Law and Order and not hear my dum 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 dum. I'm just being stupid, but I'm just saying.
I wouldn't even care because you know what? Me, if I save my sight, if I'm watching TV, much as I like to watch movies, they
Mhm.
got closed caption,
Yeah.
so you can read.
Mez said his sight, save your eyes. I couldn't function in the dark for the rest of my life. That's
Yeah,
true.
I'm gonna have to save my sight
Yeah.
because
So you're saying you would
still-
save your sight?
Because listen,
Yeah.
Passion of the Christ was a good movie, right?
Mhm.
You saw that? You didn't see that movie, did you?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I seen it.
I didn't have. I started watching it, but I didn't have the heart to go through the whole thing.
Yeah. I seen the whole movie, and you need your sight for that movie. really didn't need your hearing.
That's true.
Right? You know, and use subtitles and all of that. So I'm.
Yeah, but you can't use subtitles to hear your kids, especially in my situation. Like I said, I want to be able to hear.
But you can look at them and you can touch them.
It's not the same.
And again, like I think Tracy said, read lips. You can learn to read lips.
I mean, I could do that. I could do that now. All right, let's just hope and pray that I can hear Justice say, "Grandma, I want a chicken sandwich" before I get too old and everything just starts dwindling. Oof.
Yeah, Sam, she said closed caption, sis. Tracy said,
I can feel for the
I can
rhythm,
feel the rhythm
music.
from music.
That's true.
And Tracy said, I need to see
with these pretty brown eyes.
Check you out. Look at you.
Right, Tracy.
I don't concede it.
Yeah, and you also need to see
what's the Remy Ma
you
song?
making them chicken rolls.
Yeah, you gotta
so
see.
we can
Yeah,
eat
you
'em.
gotta see. Making them chicken and red
Now
velvet
we
cakes
just
and all of
being
that.
fat,
Yeah, you need to see.
Yeah, you gotta see.
You need to see, Tracy. You don't need to hear.
You don't have to hear nobody going because you know we doing it for real.
You know what? And before we rock out, we got a few other things.
Damn,
All
that's
right,
a sucky question.
Yeah, that's a crazy question. Right?
Oh, and Mess says sign language is a form of hearing. Also, that's true. That's true. I know.
So, but you need to see. You need to be able to
say your
see.
name in sign language.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick sight.
SSA.
But I love my
Yeah.
ears.
Damn. And you as a DJ, you would pick your sight and not your hearing to hear your music. Yeah, so too late. Too late.
But you know what? I would still rather see because
You can still
I
feel
know
the
what I'm
rhythm.
playing.
How you know what you're playing?
I still know what I'm playing.
You ain't gonna be able to hear what you're playing.
It don't matter.
That's gonna be the dustiest scratching.
Yo, it don't matter. I can see with waves and all, Serato waves and everything.
You're gonna be playing "There's Some Hoes in This House Where My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion.
No,
You ain't gonna know what's going on.
No, but I can see. I can see what I'm choosing to play. You feel me?
One of these days,
I just
I'm gonna
can't hear
find some soundproof earphones that block out all your hearing, and we're gonna have you DJ a set, and I'm gonna see if you can hear what you're doing. We're gonna invest in some of those, and we're gonna test you out.
Okay.
That's gonna be fun.
No, the thing is, as long as I could see, that's what I'm saying. I could see and still be a DJ.
I'm just saying, I would love to see you try it.
All right, I'm gonna do it. All right, let's read some comments. New comment.
Wait,
Denise
Matt said
Kiss,
it, and if I
you
don't
can
have to
feel
hear
the
my
rhythm
wife
of
bitching
technology has
ever
come a
again, I
long
will be
way.
a happy camper. You heard him?
What's that?
He said, if I don't have to hear my wife bitching, I'll be a happy camper.
Sam laughing at you said dusty scratch. You said
That's gonna be some dusty scratching for
He's
real.
stupid.
Damn,
Joe
DJ
McCarthy
Death
said my
One.
site knowing ASL would come in handy.
DJ can't hear shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You say you have one more something?
Yeah. Before we got a lot. So you want to talk about the Badusi? What?
I guess we
Well,
can. It's quick.
just to let y'all know. So y'all heard that Erykah Badu, she came out with a scented incense smell of her vagina.
Vulva scented
Vulva.
incense.
They said vulva, but it's her vagina.
But just
so her coochie. She got some coochie incense.
It's not cool. Stop saying that. I hate that word.
Because it's the truth.
It's not cool.
She got coochie. It's better than the B word.
I just hate that word. I'd rather that.
No, she got some coochie incense.
Oh my God! It's called Erykah's Badusi.
Right. So basically,
Coochie.
featuring ashes from her underwear. The pre-sale was a huge success. That's what it said.
That's what it is?
Yes.
Literally?
Yes, because they take her underwear and run and make ashes with the scent.
Oh,
right.
nah, yo. You serious?
So, but it sold out. It sold out in 19 minutes, people. And she thanked everybody.
So she got.
She thanked everybody. Now, no, listen,
She got
it sold
Cooter
out
Flakes?
because a lot of people went and bought the Badusi flavored. Smelling incense.
They literally scraped
the
Cooter
Badusi
Flakes off her panties.
scented
So that
incense.
means that she had to wear panties and then wait for it to dry. And
So
then,
listen, she went and thanked everybody.
Yo.
Just sold out immediately. 19 minutes, it sold out. All right, so here's her thanking everybody. I got the clip. You know me, I got the clip.
Yo, everybody get on eBay. So,
Well, guys, thank you for making our debut of Badusi. In other words, Badu sell out in a matter of how long? Was it
Like 19 minutes.
In a matter of 19 minutes. Of course, with pre-orders. Because I know you guys want it and you want it bad. We just restocked right now. How many packs is it?
100 more packs of pussy ready to go.
Don't you know? We got 100 more packs of pussy ready to go, and we will be uploading them in how long? 10 seconds? T-minus 10.
T-minus 10.
We blowing the zone up. Hot like pussy in the sun's corona. Mama's gone, pop, children out. They grown up. Floating on lily pads. Humbly lily lad. Bitches can get it, but ain't stunting they silly ass. That bottom pussy's up. 5, 4, 3, 2.
This is what it come to, people. This is where we at. This is where we at. It's sold out. And so y'all know I'm not kidding. Look, I'm on this the site. This the site. What it say? Sold out. What that say? Sold out. Yes. What that say? Bang, bang. Sold out. Y'all see it. It's the world we living in, man. She done marketed her vagina scent. She is wearing panties, getting the fluids and the juices from her panties, from her natural scent, all on the panties, putting them, setting a fire blaze to it, and taking the ashes and making incense. But it's sold out. So you can go, ooh, and I wouldn't. It's sold out. You get 20 incense for $50. Mine being the mail tomorrow.
Yo, I will slap you.
Just kidding.
Yo.
Jokes. Jokey joke. All right. So.
Yeah, I'm a little bit over it.
The commercial was nuts. Dude in the back sound straight.
He did.
And Demetria said, I'm going to see if I could sell
Parmesan. Oh, no.
My Parmesan.
Parmesan.
Coochie.
Y'all, I can't.
So we are promoting, selling, burning.
Yeah, like, who does this?
Yeah. And that's crazy. But this is Badu. And I said this before, right?
Very serious.
Back in the 70s.
That's what I want to know. How many pairs of panties? I need to sit down and ask her a question.
Back in the 70s and early 80s, we had Parliament Funkadelic George Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
She's the female version of George Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
If you just really think about Erykah Badu and her journey and where she's at now with this and the weirdness and how she dressed and headgear and all this, she is a female version of George Clinton. If you really think about it. Think about what I'm saying, right? How George Clinton's image was and how they marketed George Clinton. And Badu has become that, just the weird, just spaced out in this. And she found a way to market the scent of her vagina.
So if George Clinton wanted to sell...
No.
No.
We're not even going to go there.
No, we're going to go there.
I don't need the visual. I don't need to hear that.
But it's okay for us to have the visual of her twat burning in my house?
Listen. George is not doing it. But
how you know what he's not doing?
He's not doing that.
What if he made pre-ejaculation sticks?
I know George.
You don't know George like that.
You don't know George like that.
You don't know George like that.
You don't. I don't know NATO. You don't know NATO.
Yo.
Wait. Listen, man.
I'm freaking dying.
Listen. She found a way to do it, and she's getting it off. Jesus. It's sold out, people, in 19 damn minutes. What does that tell you about the world? What does that tell you about
that
power?
Tells me that I need to get my hustle on.
Jeez.
What y'all want to smell? What y'all want to smell? We about to
Tracy
make some sticks.
I have some buffalo wraps. Who's hungry? I'm hungry. Oh,
me?
You bringing some through?
Me.
Yo, you bringing some through tonight? Where you at, Tracy?
Tracy, I just started salivating.
Tracy, where you at? Buffalo Wraps? I'm hungry.
We just for sure hungry. We didn't eat nothing. Burning twat. I'm sorry, Demetrius, what it is. Burning twat in the house.
And Sam C said, you like that, huh, bruh?
Sam, you gonna buy some when they restock?
Sam gonna order.
They just restocked.
I don't know. I went on the website. They say sold out.
It really. I'm just saying. It really makes you think like, what people would like. Would y'all buy that? Like, except for the ones in the comments, obviously, that's saying like she's bugging whatever. But what the hell?
Hey.
What you trying to sell, Norm?
She getting up.
Some of your hairs from your
me
beard?
DJing, advertising time, studio time, things like that. That's what I'm selling. Y'all want to advertise with the station?
Yo.
Hit me up.
That's crazy.
Hit me up. All right? Jeez.
Yo, that's nuts.
Yeah. This is nuts. You said nuts? This is nuts. Florida hospital worker
Armpits,
arrested for sucking 65-year-old patient's toes. So he got arrested. Can we read this? Can you read this, please?
I could try. Where we at?
Right here.
Ooh.
Florida.
Okay, I'm here. The Florida man has struck again, and this time this time in the city Fort Myers. I know people over there. Allegedly, hospital worker Franz Belderin was caught sucking a patient's toes while they slept. Oh my God. A 23-year-old man who works as a sitter for a Florida hospital is facing charges after getting caught sucking a sleeping patient's toes, according to arrest records. Bruh, what's wrong with you?
This is where we at now. Told you this is where we at.
I really can't.
It's the world we live in.
I really can't.
You could sell the scent of your
homegirl.
Your cuckoo.
Your cuckoo. They got Cooter Flakes. By Kellogg's.
You work in a hospital now. You're getting arrested for sucking the patient's, an old patient's toes. This is the world.
Could you
we
imagine
live
waking up somebody just... It's not funny, but it's funny. Oh, Jesus.
Anyway,
Lay
I guess on a bittersweet note, Jay-Z and Will Smith to executive produce ABC series telling Emmett Till's story. Shout out to ABC.
Wow, yeah.
Emmett Till's story from mother's perspective. But check out why a lot of this is happening, though. You know who runs ABC, right? The African-American woman.
Oh, really?
Yes. If you see a lot of the stories, like they got the joint on there For Life, and that's by 50. That's by 50 Cent got his new series called For Life. And on there, it's a lot of African-American content coming on ABC. And see, when you put us in a position, we'll give you balance. You know what I'm saying? We can give you balance. And this is just like, well, I'm telling people, stop hating on every little move that's happening right now with the NFL. Give Jay-Z some time to work things through. So, you know, people I can't believe people was complaining about J-Lo and Shakira because the Super Bowl was in Miami and they're Latinos and it's minority still.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's just minority still. We started talking about the Badusi and all that. Crazy.
You probably got them on pre-order. I don't have to have it on pre-order.
No, I don't. Yeah, where am I gonna like that at without me getting kicked out the house?
Right.
Nah, but I'm just saying, give
just
give Jay some time. Like once we get put in positions, high power positions, whatever, we can make changes. We can make some moves. We can infiltrate the system.
Yeah, and I think that'll be dope because Will Smith is just dope in his own right, and Jay-Z's been behind a lot of really dope documentaries, like the one that he did for oh God, I hate when I forget names, but the young man that remember that killed himself, that was in Rikers. What was his name again? Oh God, forgive me, y'all. It's late, but y'all know that they had the story on HBO and everything. Like he's been behind a lot of stuff, so hopefully they can bring light, just to his story because that was serious. What happened?
Yeah, you know what, Dimitri?
Somebody
you're right.
needs to do that right.
You're right, but that's not even the beef. I'm scared to even take this.
I know. Quick and true.
Caller from the 929. State your name where you're calling from.
All right. 2B2C.
Okay.
They just Yo, they that beat.
Bored.
You that beat
They
at this
probably
time.
inhaling Badusi.
Yo, listen, yeah.
Khalif, thank you, Mez. Khalif Browder.
What's up?
The Khalif Browder story.
Yes.
Jay-Z was behind that, and that was
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Not dope, but you know what I mean. Like the way he put that together to tell his story was crazy.
Yeah, no doubt. So shout out to
Yeah, to Jay and Will.
Yeah, to
That's
Jay and
dope.
Will. So real quick, so again, I put up a post about how
People
Chinese restaurants is taking a hit because of this coronavirus, and a lot of them are closing down.
Mhm.
They can't afford to stay open. They're losing money because people think you associating being Chinese with the virus. That's not how it happens, though. But they're closing down. They're losing money. A new poll reveals people are afraid of buying Corona beer due to the coronavirus. How stupid can you
Y'all
be?
ignorant.
How dumb can you be?
So stupid.
Jeez. Why couldn't they call it something else? I like Corona. Read this, kiss.
Woo cha! The coronavirus has practically everyone in total panic. Excuse me, in panic mode. The health concerns are definitely real, but perhaps some people are jumping the gun when it comes to a popular beer. It's been discovered that an increasing number of people are now afraid of buying Corona beer because they are terrified of contracting the deadly virus with a similar name. Y'all dumb. According to Newsweek, a new poll conducted by market research company YouGov revealed that people are now in full paranoia about buying or drinking Corona beer due to rapidly increasing fears of contracting coronavirus.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rock with y'all. What she just said, y'all dumb.
Y'all dumb.
Because that's just, come on, man. Y'all can't be that stupid, man.
So now when you hear Magnum virus, you're not going to buy condoms?
Let's do it.
I'm just saying.
All right, what happened over here?
Just dumb. Oh, I heard about this.
What happened with this?
Well, apparently, this woman got 3 teeth plucked out of her face and looked more like stomped or punched when her man found out that his 3 children belonged to other men and not him. So he rocked her. She looks terrible. I'm pretty sure y'all can see it, but
Let's read a little bit of the story.
yeah. According to reports, a Nigerian woman was brutally attacked by her husband after he found out that their 3 children are not biologically kin to him. The trouble started after the man attempted to relocate his family from Nigeria to Canada and was asked to provide DNA proof that the children belonged to him. The test showed that he was not their biological father, which resulted in him attacking his wife. After pouncing on the woman, the man plucked 4 of his wife's bottom teeth out in addition to pummeling her in the face. Yo. Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
There's more?
Oh, no.
Oh, that was the other question.
No,
Never mind.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here's my thing.
Shit.
Here's my thing. He handled that wrong. He should not have pulled out 3 teeth. Whatever. He should have just impregnated her sister. And that would have been justice.
You are not supposed to say that out loud.
That's what he should have did.
What is this?
He's finding out.
Nah, answer that.
Nah.
Nah.
He's finding out that the children, all his children, his 3 children, is not by him.
Sam says, son, hold up. 3 teeth? Actually 4.
No, because he did 3 teeth. He did
It
one.
said 4. 4 bottom
You
teeth.
sure?
Yeah, it said 4
I
bottom
thought he did
teeth.
1 per child.
No, it said look, it said 4 teeth, 4 bottom teeth before pummeling her face. I just read
Listen,
it.
man. Listen, bruh.
Demetria said, wow, I don't believe in violence of any kind against a woman, but damn, what did she think was going to happen?
No, I mean, of course I don't believe in no violence, but that's how you could have clapped back.
I would have just been like, look, you know what? Here's my DNA. Here's my proof that I am who I am. I'm moving to Canada. You and your children go back to Nigeria. That's it. Because now what happened after he did all that? Did he go to jail? They didn't say, right?
Well, I'm quite sure he went to jail.
After doing all that shit.
I'm quite sure there's a...
I need some more the backstory of that to see what happened to him, because that's crazy.
We got 5 minutes for one more story. I don't want to mess with him in there. Oh, this crazy dude. So y'all remember
oh yeah,
the dude that killed killed 9 people, right?
Yes.
In the South Carolina church. Dylan, what was his name? Dylan Roof or something like that. But anyway, he think he got rights. And this is the problem. He think he got rights. So white supremacist Dylan Roof, who murdered 9 black churchgoers in 2015, has staged a hunger strike to protest unfair treatment in prison.
Wow. Go figure.
Okay, Goofy. All right. Let's read a little bit. Yeah. All right.
Like, okay, Goofy. Okay.
And he's sitting on death row? Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah. I'm surprised he ain't getting a damn death penalty.
He wants rights.
Okay. So, in Washington, white supremacist mass murderer Dylan Roof staged a hunger strike this month while on federal death row. Let me go over here. Alleging in letters to the Associated Press that he has been targeted by staff, verbally harassed and abused without cause, and treated disappropriately harsh. The 25-year-old Roof, who killed 9 black church members during a Bible study in Charleston, South Carolina in 2015, told the AP in a letter dated February 13th that the staff at the federal prison in Terre Haute, Indiana, feel justified in their conduct since I'm hated by the general public. A person familiar with the matter said Roof had been on hunger strike but was no longer on one as of this week. The person couldn't immediately provide specific details about the length of the hunger strike or whether medical staff needed to intervene. The person wasn't authorized to discuss the matter publicly and spoke to the AP on condition of anonymity. Roof wrote in this letter to the AP that he went on the hunger strike to protest the treatment he received from a Bureau of Prisons disciplinary hearing officer over earlier complaints that he was refused access to the law library and access to copy machines to file legal papers. We're not letting you file nothing.
Man.
Who you got a right to? You on death row. What is he copying?
And why is he sitting on death row? Here's my thing, right? What are they appealing?
That's what I'm saying.
They're not appealing that he didn't do it. Everybody knows he did it.
He trying to get other information. He can get the hell up out of there.
Nah, bro.
Tracy says, "Starve, Goof Troop."
Yeah, if you want to starve yourselves. You save the state some money because they ain't got to execute your ass.
Cass said he got rights to be put in the general population before they put him to death.
You killed 9 innocent people,
right?
Trying to worship in church and praise God, and here you come, with your hatred. You
think so, Mez?
You wanted to start a racial war, and you killed 9 innocent African American people. So, nah.
Mez said this is still America, and he still has rights, but God will deal with his soul.
What rights, though?
On death row, though?
Here's my thing. Here's my thing, man.
Yeah, right.
When you somebody committed a crime like that, you want fair treatment. So what is it? And so you going on a hunger strike. Who's supposed to care? I'm being honest.
I don't.
You killed 9 people. Who's supposed to care that you going on a hunger strike? You're not going to eat.
Your face just now.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it 300, man. I value life. Let me tell you something. Much as I hate ignorant ass people, and much as I hate bigotry and white supremacy, all that, I don't wish harm on nobody. I don't wish harm on nobody. I don't want to see nobody die. I don't want to see nobody murdered, whatever. Like, my whole thing is like, listen, karma is real. Everybody eventually will get theirs in life. If you treating people good, there's good karma and there's bad karma. If you living your life in a positive way and you're treating people good karma is going to come to you. You kill 9 people, bad karma is going to come to you.
Absolutely.
So I don't wish death on nobody. I don't wish harm on nobody. I don't understand racism anyway. That bullshit is taught. It's a learned behavior. My take on it. But dude, he got to wear that. He got to live with that. He got to wear that. He got to live with that, and he got to die with that. You killed 9 people, innocent people. All right, moving on. Do we got to read a comment?
Rufus said no one. He gave up his rights. Cass said he got rights to be put in general population.
Man, listen.
Put to death.
Listen, man. I don't want to see nobody. I don't want nobody to die. I'm not killing nobody. I don't hate nobody that much where I want to see them die or whatever the case may be, but you get what you put out.
Demetrius said, so let me get this straight. Poor little Ting Ting is upset because his white privilege is not working for him behind bars and he decided to starve himself to death.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Ting Ting.
Come on, man. But I don't feel no type of way about it either. Like, if you don't want to eat, then don't eat.
Makes me laugh.
When you don't eat and you starve yourself, what happens? You deteriorate and you die.
He gonna die anyway.
Yeah, I'm just
evil ass troll.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
After you eat your BLT.
After I eat my hot dog.
Your hot dog.
Yeah, I'm going to get a hot dog. Was that spot closed on Thursdays? Or open?
It was open.
All right.
Well, we leave.
We're in a hot dog, and then I'm going home to wake up my wife by watching a Netflix movie. Like, let me sleep. Let me sleep. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. We want to thank everybody for joining us tonight
Absolutely.
on the Storm Warning Show. So KFC is making delicious
Oh, that's disgusting.
donuts and chicken now.
Yo, I better not see no videos of y'all with this. We're gonna, what, you know, they do the reviews and stuff. That is straight disgusting. That's death right there. You know how many calories? Yo, I'm nauseous looking at that. That's not appealing. And I'm a big Krispy Kreme donut fan. Not even if you put it between two Krispy Kreme donuts would I eat that mess. That's disgusting. Y'all doing too much KFC. For real.
No doubt, no
That
doubt.
shit look nasty.
Look, a lot of people I want to see somebody that's going to eat it. I want their review on it because
What? See-
we saying it looks nasty, but let's be honest, it's no different than chicken and waffles.
It is very different than
Because
chicken and waffles.
look,
That's a
waffles
glazed.
got-
That's a crazy sugar
Waffles
glazed
got,
donut.
got maple syrup, the waffle, all
Yeah,
that.
but
All
the
that
waffle's
is
not
dough.
dripping with sugar. The waffle
All
is
a
still
donut
bready.
is dough.
Nah, that's
All a waffle is dough.
no.
Yes,
To me, it's not the same thing.
it's sweet dough.
Not the same thing.
On
That's a
chicken.
glazed. That's a sugar glazed ice. Yo, no. That's like buying two honey buns. I can't stand honey buns unless it's Cinnabon. That's like buying two Cinnabon buns and slapping a piece of chicken titty in the middle of it and eating it.
That shit look delicious.
Is that a
a
Krispy
Krispy Kreme? And is it every Krispy Kreme? Oh,
But I just said I like Krispy Kreme too, D. But I wouldn't eat that with. That's too much.
Keep it 100, y'all.
I just got high blood pressure watching that. No.
Somebody's buying that. Let's
Of
be
course
honest.
somebody's gonna buy it because they want to try everything. That's what they do. They feed us nonsense that's not good for us.
All right, y'all.
Make a kale burger.
Listen.
Kale chicken sandwich and I'll come and eat it.
Don't forget, March 22nd, big day for BKS1 Radio.
For real,
We got the brunch going on. That's going to be at Four Brothers Restaurant.
Yes.
It's the live broadcast, the brunch, Mars Venus.
Yes.
Where the males have open topics for the females, and females got open topics for the males.
Yes.
And men and women get together and we discuss our issues. We're going to learn a lot about each other on that day.
Mhm.
Tickets are $35. You get brunch with that and mimosas. This is a soul food brunch. The food is banging at Four Brothers Restaurant.
Yep.
And it's a live broadcast. It's going to have live DJ, live discussion. It's going to be a great time. 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yes.
And then after that, what's going down? What's going down, Kiss?
After that, BKS1 and the Zulu Bar presents Pamela Long, formerly of the R&B group Total, is celebrating her birthday. She's going to have a birthday bash, and there's also going to be a talent showcase along with that. There's also a cash prize, $300 for whoever wins the talent showcase. If you want to just come in just to enjoy and get some food and some drinks and just be a part of the activities or whatever, it's only $15. But to register, right, if you're an artist and you're going to register for the talent showcase, it's $40.
Yeah, email bks1radio@live.com.
Yes.
So we can get your name, your information. You got to have one or two songs.
Clean.
Clean,
Yes.
instrumental, and everything. And you pay your registration fee, and you could be a part of it. We're
Yes.
taking singers and rappers. Rap just got to be clean rap. Can't
Right.
be MF,
Right.
MF, every single word.
Yeah. And that's going down Sunday, March 22nd at the Zulu Bar from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Again, Sunday, March 22nd, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Zulu Bar located at 437 Main Street in West Orange, New Jersey.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun,
Yeah.
man. A lot of fun, trust me. Admission if you want come and celebrate Pamela Long of Group Total's birthday bash.
Yeah.
With her admission's only $15.
And of course, DJ Storm Norm is rocking the ones and twos.
Yes, and Pamela Long, formerly of Total, is doing a full live performance. Going to be off the hook.
Yeah.
Going to be off the hook. Man,
Y'all
oh
come
man.
through. Y'all come
Yeah,
through.
and she got new music too. So salute, shout out to everybody coming out, have a good time for only $15. Zulu Bar got great drinks, and the food is awesome too.
Yeah,
So
very.
come on out. Yes, have a good time. All right.
No
Cash
KFC
prize
business.
artist. We giving away $300 to the winner. $300. All right.
And I'm gonna sing Jimmy Correct on.
Yeah, tell somebody, tell a friend. So again, we want to thank everybody for rocking out with us, man. Stone Winter. So we had a good time, man.
Yes, we
Discussing these crazy.
Don't eat that KFC chicken sandwich with the donuts. That shit is nasty.
Yeah.
Don't do it, y'all.
Listen, get them daggone face masks.
Yeah,
Coronavirus is real, man. Cali on lockdown.
That's crazy.
In the one area, they got 8,000 people in Cali right now quarantined. 8,000 people quarantined in Cali. And it's moving in the states. And the person in Cali that got it, she wasn't in China. She didn't take no trips. None of that. They're trying to figure out like what happened. She wasn't in contact with nobody. None of that. She got it, and she's in critical condition. All right, it's getting
That's
real.
crazy. So she had to have been in contact with
No.
somebody she didn't know she was contacting.
No. No.
Hey, y'all gonna make me stay home for real.
It's
Making my
getting
back
it's
hurt.
real out here. They trying to downplay it because they don't want the panic. It's real. Get them face masks. I tried to order face masks today on Amazon. They're sold out everywhere. Sold out everywhere.
They got them in the regular. Go to the hospital and get a few.
I'm going to try. They got their orders are low. They don't have none. My cousin works at a place where they got to wear face masks every day. They're telling them to reuse the old one because they don't got no more to give out.
I'm gonna just stay in the house.
It's crazy.
I think we need to broadcast from home now.
just be careful. We good here. It's just us.
yeah, it's just us in here, right? Until somebody come in here with their little coochie incense sticks from China.
Oh Lord, you know
Yo,
what?
I'm not with it.
You know what? All right, so again, we want to thank everybody for joining us. Remember, this show is never about us
It is always about you.
because
You
are
the
the next best kept secret.
He couldn't do that if he was deaf or blind. Just saying. Love y'all. Thank you for watching.
Peace
Y'all
and
stay
blessings.
safe out there.
No doubt.
He even go outside. Real quick, if you guys are coming to the Mars versus Venus brunch on what day is that again?
March 22nd.
March 22nd.
Sunday.
Oh wow, the same day? That's Pam's
Yes,
Day.
yes.
Okay, it's gonna be at Four Brothers Breakfast, located at 41 Mountain Boulevard, Suite E1, Warren, New Jersey. Again, Four Brothers Breakfast, 41 Mountain Boulevard, Suite E1 in Warren, New Jersey. Remember, the tickets are $35. Brunch, mimosas, great conversation, dope chemistry, dope vibes. Come out, have a good time.
Same day.
Same day as Pamela Long's birthday bash and talent showcase located at Zulu Bar, 437 Main Street. Admission $15 if you just want to come and just chill. And if you want to be a part of the showcase, you have to email.
BKS1radio@live.com.
Yes.
All right, it's 4 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Cash prize $300. Come out. Tell somebody.
Yes.
Tell
Live
somebody. Tell
performance
somebody.
by Pamela Long, formerly of Total.
Yes.
Let's get it. We're going to have some fun. All right.
Absolutely.
This is the Storm Warning Show.